All right, everybody, that's enough of that startup stuff. Let's get into it. Beep. There we go. Hello and welcome, everybody. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. My name is Kismet. If you can see and hear me, put a 1 in the chat or use your yes. Running around me. Go ahead and use your yes emote right there in chat. I literally logged in. Somebody was running around my character. That's too funny, everybody. That's freaky stuff. That's freaky stuff. Freaky stuff. Wrong. What's wrong? What's wrong? What are you talking about? Typo in the Twitch title. Oh, well, that wouldn't be the first time for that. I missed an F in there. Oh, thank you very much for that. There we go. Let's go ahead and get it in there, considering I just woke up. Considering I just woke up, I consider the fact that I'm even upright a miracle in itself. So let me go ahead and fix that real quick. Thanks for the heads up on that. Again, I never mind. As long as it's not malicious. Someone just says, hey, Kismet, there's an issue. Fix that up. I never mind. As long as it's not like a mean-spirited thing. So thank you very much. Crafting. I missed the F there. Crafting. Whatnot. Crafting exchange. And winter event. There we go. All fixed up. Looks good now. I got your back, and good morning. Good morning. Yes, I had to lay down, man. That's streaming every single day for 19 days in a row. That's exhausting, everybody. That's really exhausting. But I am doing good. Ready to rock. Ready to get it going on. I'm super excited about playing some New World with my crew. I've jumped in. I see a few peeps are in working on their stuff in game. I want to get in there and do some of this event. Everybody else getting to do the event. I want to do the event. So we're going to do a little bit of that tonight, everybody. We're going to jump in. We're going to do some crafting exchange to see who's on. And do some crafting exchange in there. And if there's not too many peeps who want to do crafting exchange, then I will just go ahead and check out the new event. Now, I just watched an amazingly great video, everybody. And you got to give it to New World for this stroke of brilliance. One of the biggest problems, and you guys can put a 1 in the chat if you agree. One of the biggest problems with being a player of any video game is poor communication by the game devs, right? Great example, Star Wars The Old Republic. I don't mean to bring them down, but their ability to communicate to their audience was terrible. They weren't telling what they were working on. They weren't addressing any issues. They weren't acknowledging problems and bugs and things like that. But I just watched like an hour video earlier today and then a little bit yesterday. And then I was watching some reactions from various peeps who play a lot of New World as well. And that video was excellent. It actually addressed all of the issues and things that people talk about, like bots and progression and future stuff that's coming up and weapons and all that stuff. And I thought, oh God, this video is like an hour long. Am I really going to watch this? And it felt like that. Now that's a good video, everybody. If you got me that interested where an hour plus video went by like that, then you crushed it. You absolutely crushed it. And they addressed all the things that players are worried about in the game. And that is such a rare thing. You're not going to see someone in World of Warcraft doing that. You're not going to see it in Star Wars The Old Republic, at least back in my day when I played it. You weren't going to see it there. You weren't going to see it from Lord of the Rings Online or Lineage or any of those other games. You weren't going to see it. Now, you'd see it more from like an indie studio, not a studio that's, a parent company of $1 trillion company. It would be more like, someone like Astroneer or 7 Days to Die or Breakwise, a smaller studio would have that kind of really great communication. But giant studios usually just like don't say anything, or they just pretend everything's fine while the whole entire thing is on fire. You know how it is, that meme where the guy's just sitting in there and everything's on fire around him. Yeah, that's typically how studios are trying. And they got all the PR BS that they're pushing out, and everybody knows it's PR BS. Some professional PR writer is writing out, oh well, we're working and we really care about our community and blah 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 blah. Nobody cares, and everybody can spot that PR stuff right off the bat. But when you truly sit down and you are honest about what you're working on, you are straightforward about the issues and things that you've ran into, and I can spot people who are being, forthcoming and people who are just BSing you. Man, I can spot them just like that, everybody. And I felt like they really heartfelt, sat down, had a discussion. Look, these are the issues. These are the questions we're getting from the community. Let's go ahead and address them. Let's go ahead and talk about what we're working on and what we're doing. And hey, big credit to them. Big credit to them, because they're a giant company, everybody. They're not an indie dev. They're not, somebody who's, trying to get the word out about their game, right? They are huge. And they got the backing, of course, of Amazon, which, all these little indie devs, they don't have a Amazon standing behind them. It's kind of like YouTube, right? They got Google standing behind them, with the big money, right? With the big truckloads of money that can keep that YouTube going, even though they've gone off the rails so many times. They screwed up so many times. Any other company that didn't have the backing of YouTube would have already died when it comes to like YouTube, because they have screwed up so much over there. It's astounding how much they've screwed up, yet stayed in business. And that's what happens when you have lots of backing, right? Little tiny studios and little tiny websites and other things like that that have a lot less funding would have went under. They would have went under making that many big mistakes. And the great thing about being a larger studio is you can make more mistakes and recover from them, but smaller studios absolutely could not. If they make too many big mistakes, bam, they gone forever. That's the way it is. Especially if another big studio comes and buys up your small studio and doesn't like what you're doing, and then they close down your studio, which we know the evil company that does that all the time. I'm not going to mention who it is, but I'm sure you guys know who it is. But in this case, what we want to do is we want to have a great dialogue with them. And they said, you know what? Forums are the best place. We print out the stuff. We bring it and we bring it to everybody's attention. Now, the thing that I think I'm going to write on my day off, my day off on Monday, is about their storyline. And this is something that I really feel important about, because I like to read story and I like to be part of the story and understand the dialogue and all that stuff. Now, some of you don't know who Thorpe is. I know you don't. I know you don't. Some of my members don't even know who Thorpe is. Who's Isabella? Do you know who Isabella is? You probably don't. Especially if you don't play the game, you're not going to know. But I bet you you're going to know some of the big characters, right? You know who Aragorn is, don't you? You know who Legolas is in Lord of the Rings Online, right? You know who Luke Skywalker is. Well, maybe you don't. Maybe you didn't watch Star Wars. You know who Captain Kirk is, right? That is a signature character that lives beyond the franchise. That's above the franchise. And there is no character like that in New World. There's no character that is the character, right? Like Darth Vader, right? Really signature character that is way above and beyond, right? That transcends the actual IP itself. That is such an iconic character. And they don't have that. They don't have that iconic character because they're not putting all that emotional investment in their storyline. Great story, great background, great premise. I love everything about it. It's just the way that they're delivering the story is not great. I'm sorry, if you want me to kiss your butt, you've come to the wrong place. I tell it like it is. I like the storyline. I like everything they're doing. It's just the way that they're presenting it is not compelling. You know, a great way to present story that's compelling? You go over and you watch some Fallout 4, or some of my Fallout 4, where I'm talking to Curie and Curry's looking back at me and I'm looking at her and I'm smiling at her and she's smiling back at me and she's talking back and forth. Or if I'm talking, even with dog meat, I'm talking to a dog. And it's more compelling of a storyline and more emotional, compelling to me as the player than any of their storyline whatsoever. Now, they have a few cutscenes, like when you first start off, there's little cutscenes there, and so on. I think they could use cutscenes. I think they could use the ability to zoom up on there and tell that story. Now, even in World of Warcraft, they have a lot of great cutscenes, and other games like, especially Star Wars: The Old Republic, by the way, their new storyline is incredibly well done. If you've seen the one with the twins, where the twins go out and they have like their father's setting them out to, dominate. Whatnot. I don't want to spoil too much of the storyline because that's a really good story. Revan is an incredibly great, compelling storyline. If you've ever played Star Wars, the Old Republic, the original one, is amazing, right? That is an amazing game. Still today, It's still, if you play it like on your iPad or on your phone or wherever you're playing it at, it's still a compelling story. Just like Fallout 1. Fallout 1 is a compelling story. I absolutely love the story of it. In fact, I think they should make Fallout 1 into a movie because there's a lot of things that happen, without spoiling it, that I think are really well thought out and that emotionally lock you in. And you remember those characters. Those characters are memorable as you go along, especially the Wastelander, different overseers and different characters that you interact as you go through the stream. I can tell you the names of nearly every single companion in Fallout 4. I can tell you maybe some of the other companions in other Fallout. My bad memory. But there's a lot of stuff I can tell you because it left an impression. And the problem with New World's thing is it doesn't leave an impression. It's not an epic moment in the game in which you feel invested in the story. Now, me, again, I read every single storyline. I read all the stuff that comes up. And still, I'm not going to remember some of these characters. The three characters that I remember, that I know who so far, is the priest, the Thorpe, and then the inn lady. Oh, wait, there's one more. There's one more. There's a painter guy. There's a painter guy that I really kind of got into his storyline. Like, painter guy, Kismet. I didn't know there was a painter guy. That's my point exactly. That's my point exactly. Is that all these NPCs that you go and see and talk to, you just go, click, click, click. Click, click, click. You're not reading that storyline, and they're not reading the full storyline to you. Some of the NPCs are just talking partial of the line, or even if they read the whole thing, you're just like, whatever, right? Because it's not compelling. Because you're back here, and the storyline's way over here, right? You're removed from the storyline. You're aloof. You're like a god floating over the top of the storyline instead of being in the storyline, instead of being up in their face and they're talking to you and you can see their face and you look at their face. Otherwise, you got other people doing this in front of you and you're trying to, hello, NPC, where you at? Where you at, Mr. NPC, right? That's what happened at the beginning of the game. I couldn't even see the NPC. Now, the other NPC that I really like, and I've already forgotten his name, is the guy that you do for your main story quest, who does your Azoth staff, right? I forget his name already. I have to go over there and talk to him over at the place. But I've already forgotten his name. There's a Yeti now, which is pretty cool, part of this Halloween or winter event, which I love the winter event. Beautifully done. They have got their graphics down. They've got their systems well done. Of course, they've been improving their systems as well. I love the way that they do their class system with based on picked on which weapon you're picking. But their storyline is not drawing people in. And another problem is you get a quest, you run. Now this is a Lord of the Rings Online thing, everybody. You get a quest from over here. You run way over here, and you finish this part of the quest. Then you run all the way back over here, and you get the next part of the quest. And then you run all the way up to here. And then you do the quest. And then you run all the way back. And then it's going back and forth and back and forth. Instead of doing it, and I've seen a few storylines that have it where you run all the way over here, and then the NPC is here. And then you talk to the NPC and do that. And some of the main storyline does that. And that's one of the things they addressed in there, that they are going to do that and actually bring the NPC along with you to turn the quest in as you go. But when I'm aloof like this and I'm just reading text, I am not part of the story. And I feel like either they didn't have enough time to do the story in that way, or they just didn't think about it and didn't think about it in a more cinematic way, as opposed to just me reading a book. All right, I could go and just play the game, skip all the dialogue, come back later and just read it online. Right? That's not what you want to have to do. You don't want to have to come back later and actually find out who these people were and what were they doing and whatnot. Of course, I love reading that stuff anyway, but I want to know that I'm part of an epic story. Really what I'm doing in New World is basically three things. I am collecting loot. I am doing minor crafting in my case, or crafting. And then I am running. Oh, I got to jump. It says I'm standing still too long. Or I am running some sort of dungeon, or I'm running here to there, over to there, right? That's pretty much the three modes of the game. And one of those modes should be storyline. That should be, actually, mode number one, is being involved and being interested in the storyline. So that's one of the things that I really like, that they addressed a lot of that stuff and your expertise levels and leveling up, and that they came out with a system, and that system really wasn't that great. And they just got rid of the system. That is, you got to give them credit for that, everybody. Amazon is not afraid. They got big cojones, I tell you. Now, to change a major system in a game after launch, and especially this early after launch, really, it's only like September this game came out, right? That they said, nah, that system sucks. We took it out. We put a better system in. That's you got to give them credit for that, everybody. Other people, you know what they would do? Like Star Wars: The Old Republic, they would go, we know better than our players, and they actually said that to me. I am the guild leader of one of the longest running gaming guilds and one of the largest guilds as well. I had 300 subscribed members, right? And they told me at the guild summit that they know better than the players, that they know better. And I was like, uh-oh. And that's a red flag to someone like me. If you think you know better, you leave no room for learning, no room for expanding and thinking of other ideas. Your idea is the best, and everybody else's ideas suck. That's never a good place to be in. You always got to be open to new ideas and open on what you think would better improve that game. Otherwise, you'll be stagnant. You'll stay the same. You'll be Lord of the Rings Online. I could go ahead and log into Lord of the Rings Online right now. I can go into Moria, and I can tell you those same NPCs from 8 years ago are standing right there, and nothing has changed. And that's one of the cool things about New World, is that it does change a bit as you go along through the storyline. And you're going through and you're discovering new areas, and those areas have uniqueness to that particular zone, like you might find the Lost or the Corrupted or whatnot as you go through. And then you need new game mechanics and new potions and tinks and all that other stuff that help you against that particular enemy. So that is brilliant. And I love the fact you can draw on the entire world history. So that's one of Kismet's little rants there. Sometimes I go on a rant just to get the stream fired up. Let's go. So let me say hello to everybody in the chat. I just wanted to impart you guys, I would go watch that video, everybody. They did an excellent job on that video. So big love to them. And again, they've done a few missteps, and I tried to tell them that they were making a big mistake by just supporting the big streamers. I was another one. I was like, you're just supporting 66 big streamers. I call them the Elite 66. They're the only ones that could have gave Twitch drops out in the very beginning. They're the only ones that are getting promoted out of thousands of New World streamers that they could have got way more value for their money. Again, I'm very much a return on my investment. If I was going to invest in a whole bunch of streamers, I would have spread the love around and got all the New World streamers at least some drops and whatnot. Now, they came back and did it later, but they should have done it on launch, and they should have helped all the YouTube creators, all the other creators who literally spent thousands of hours promoting New World, instead of just picking these Elite 66, which eventually are going to go on, and most of them did already, go on to another game. You know why? Because that's what they have to do, because when you're up at the top there, you got to be with the most popular games. You don't get to choose, unless you're like, one of the other streamers I don't want to mention, who have millions of dollars now, who've been, paid off by other companies to jump to their platform and then jump back and all of that. They got millions of dollars, so they can just do whatever they want. But some of those streamers cannot. Some of those streamers are stuck in that kind of cycle of, I've got to be in the most popular game, or I'm not going to have a lot of people in my channel, right? Me, I do whatever I want. I would rather play a game that you can see that I'm enjoying and having fun playing than doing any game ever. I absolutely feel like that's a fail. That's a fail for you as a gamer, right? And I tell you, look, I'm wearing my gamer shirt today, baby. My gamer and cartographer shirt. Hold on, let me really go next level. Check it out. Bam! Cartographer, baby. I'm rocking it big time. And I feel like you as a gamer, if you're playing a game that you don't like just to get views, I feel like you're not going to go anywhere. Believe me. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You go play Fortnite right now, and you're a brand new streamer, you're going to be so far down in there that you're going to have trouble being found in that gigantic list, right? They're going to have trouble discovering your particular stream. So what you want to do is you want to make something uniquely you. What is awesome about you? What do you like to do? What are your interests? Find people who are the same, who like your same interests and who want to watch some things that you're doing, right? Because anybody could be playing Fortnite, but why are they watching you? What are you bringing to the table? Now, I bring a little bit of love and joy and thing, and also enthusiasm and positivity into what I do. Now, am I going to go on to be the top streamer? Probably not. You know why? Because I don't do drama. I don't pull other people down so I can rise up. I don't sabotage other people. I'm not mean to them. Those are the sizzling Twitch fails that everybody likes to watch, and I watch some of those Twitch fails too. I'm not being a hypocrite and saying, hey, I don't like that stuff. It's funny from time to time. I just don't like it when it's mean spirited to other people. I don't go and rate other people to be mean to them. I try to bring them up. I try to show them some love and then relish in their success, right? My job is to facilitate the greatness in others. I feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's what I try to do every day. One of those things that we are doing is we are part of Fallout for Hope. We're raising funds for St. Jude's. We crossed that 3,000, but we're not going to give up, everybody. We're going to keep on going. We're going to see if we can raise as much funds as we can for St. Jude's today and tomorrow. And then tomorrow will be like the last day, and then I'm going to sleep the day away, at least part of the day, before I take my kids to the dentist and work on about a bazillion videos and follow up with a bunch of sponsors and a bunch of stuff and send you guys a bunch of codes and stuff like that. So there you go. There you go. Hello all. Lenny Kravitz says, you're right. There's no emotional connection. Exactly. There's no when you are talking to Preston or you're talking to Curie or Kate or even Strong, when you're talking to Dog Meat, it has more emotional connection to you than anything that New World is doing. And again, no one remembers who Thorpe is unless you're like me. You go read every dialogue and you read every scrap of paper and you read the actual text from the characters and whatnot, and you are invested. You're trying to get the most out of this, right? You're trying to get the most out of your $60 that you spent on the game, or even more, depending on which version you bought. Now, I'm very lucky, everybody, that I'm part of the New World creator. But I'm going to tell you as it is. I don't BS. I don't kiss butt. I'm too old for that, and it takes too much effort. I just tell it like it is in a respectful way. I'm not trying to drag them down. I'm not trying to say they suck and all that stuff. I'm trying to tell them that this is an issue, and if they're smart enough and they're strong enough, both emotionally and mentally, they will listen to that feedback, and that's where I give them the credit. This game is potentially an amazing game. It's still in its beginning stages, right? It's still trying to learn its way, trying to find its point in the thing. And this is their only successful game so far. I love playing it. I love collecting stuff. I love going in and hanging out with my members and doing the crafting exchange, which I should be doing right now. Where the heck am I? I'm way over here. I should be doing my crafting. Now, they can do it without me, by the way, everybody. They don't need me to be standing there. But I'm going to go ahead and pop over there while I'm talking to you guys. Let me recall to my house. I'll get this going on. I better talk to my peeps. Hold on. Let's see if we're doing a crafting exchange here. Hey, everybody. I'm talking away on my stream for way too long. Are you guys up for a crafting exchange, or are you guys just working on the event?
I'm just going around doing the event and trying to get level 60.
Ooh, creeping up on level 60, huh?
I'm 59 right now.
Oh, congrats. Nice. Do you need any help with your quests or anything like that? Anybody need any help with anything?
Some elite areas I need to do.
Oh, you let me know. I'll run around with you if you need some help. I'm just here for the members, and then also going to probably do a little bit of the event as well, run around, talk to stuff. Man, I like the event, man. They really did a great job on it. I think it's beautiful the way they redid everything, and the way they have it like a rep system. So you build up the rep system, and then you can unlock all sorts of cool stuff in the store. So I think that's awesome. And we'll take a look at that here in just a moment, everybody. I just wanted to see that. All right, well, if you guys need any crafting stuff, you let me know. I've still got a bunch of, like, jewels and things like that I'd be happy to hand out, and so on. Yeah, look, and yeah, Les has a bunch of gems as well. Les has, like, 500 pounds in Arcana. Holy mackerel. Les, you are the man. That's insane. So again, if you guys are working on any of your crafting, you need anything, you let me know. You need some help in certain areas, you let me know. I'm just going to chill out with members tonight and talk to my chat. All right. Kismet is an investment. Yes, it is. Hey, Ems, what's up? I am Death coming in, showing some love. Lenny's showing some love, waving. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Now, again, we want that emotional connection in the game. Now, we're not going to do any stream reddits right now. We're going to pick that up tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time so I can focus to hang out with my members. So I say we actually get into the game now that I had that big rant and we talked for a while. I can talk to you guys all day. I love talking games with you guys. Let's go play some New World. Let's go. All right. Now, one of the things that did happen on our particular server, everybody, look at all the peeps. That's what I love to see. I love to see people running in and out in a very busy server, right? You don't want to see a dead server. Believe me, it sucks when you're on a dead server because there's nobody around. There's nobody to group with. There's no one who's going to buy you stuff in the auction hall. And all of that stuff comes back to bite you later. Now, since I've been out for a few days, look at what happened to the map. Bam! They came and they moved over our server, and now they've just literally dominated all of the different areas. Now, I'm in the syndicate, so we should see some purple in there, everybody. We should see some purple, but it's just all marauders and all covenant going on. Now, there might be a resistance of syndicate in there, but that's okay. It doesn't have to all be one-sided, everybody. What we should really see, if this server is truly balanced, we should see some purple, some yellow, and some green, because that's what you want. You want a constant, like, battle going on between the different peeps, right? Between the different areas. That's what you really want, and you want to see a lot of people running around like this. This tells you you have a very thriving and active server. Now, we moved... What is that weird noise that keeps coming up? We've moved onto this server, right there. On the Bonima server. Now, we moved over here to be with our allies, but our allies went peace out and they went off to play some other games. So, but we still have some allies and we still got some friends over here. So if they need our help, we have their back. And we're going to check out the holiday event here. And I forget what they actually call the event. Let me go look it up. The winter something. Winter Convergence. That's what it is. And it's actually a pretty interesting storyline because I actually read the storyline. That's right. Quest Seeker, I did 200 quests, everybody. Look at me go. All right, now I've unlocked the title. Everything. Life Giver. Ooh, look at me fancy. Fancy smancy. Now, I love what they've done with the menus up here. They've redone the menus. Over here, we got some social peeps. One of my friends is online right there. We can also check out the company. We're at 53 members right now. That's pretty awesome. And it's just a few of us on right now. Now, the closer we get to the holidays, everybody, and this happens in every game we've ever played ever. And remember, we've been together 20 years. We're over 1,000 members. And I don't care whether it's your first MMO or you are an old pro, as long as you can follow our 3 virtues, honor, loyalty, and respect, you're in. You can come and join us. We'll give you a shot. And we appreciate all members. We want all members to feel like a vital part of our team. So you can see a bunch of peeps are on. Now, what's going to happen during the holidays is you're going to have a reduced amount of people on. Why? Because they're traveling, they're spending time with their families, they're taking care of business, and there's a lot of stuff to wrap up at the end of the year before you go into the next year, right? Maybe you're changing jobs, maybe you're moving, maybe something like that's going on, maybe you just had a child or whatever it is. You got to come to that understanding that people are not going to be playing as much because they got their real life stuff they want to take care of. And then after the beginning of the year, then they will start to play a bit more, or they may not, right? You got to keep that in mind as well. Maybe they got some life changes that they have to deal with or other stuff they have to deal with. And as a guild leader, I need to understand that. I'm not going to call them up and say, yo, you need to be online right now. You got to play this game and ignore your real life. In fact, the exact opposite. Always take care of your real life first, because if you don't take care of your real life, it's going to circle back around and you're going to have less time to game. I'm telling you from experience. Take care of that IRL always first. Now, what happens, by the way, when I am doing a storyline is pretty much this. Like if I'm talking to this person or that person or whatever, this is how I am. I'm aloof. I'm up over here. I'm floating overhead and I'm not right up in their business. Even if I zoom all the way in, Now we're still kind of aloof, a little bit back from the story. We're kind of removed from the story, right? Even when I'm going to pick stuff up, I'm aloof from the story. There is no first person, by the way. So I can come up here and I can grab a gift. Now, am I really connected to that moment? Am I connected to that? I don't know. I would say not. Let's go ahead and get some love here for Zarkane for unlocking that brand new sub badge. That's 24 months of sub love. That's 2 years of sub love right there, everybody. Now, make sure to show that love right there in the chat. Look at that new sub badge. You got your 2-year sub badge there, Zarkane. Congrats on that. Oh, and you guys got 1,000 Q caps from my awesome mod Crazy for crushing those 5 retweets. Oh, he's on point today. Look at him go. Look at him go. Crazy's been in my stream for a very long time. I appreciate him greatly. Appreciate my mods, everybody. Show him some love. And show Zarkane some love in the chat, too. This is an interactive stream, so get in there and show him some love. So what we're doing is we're doing the holiday event as well. So we're going to click that, and that's going to give us some stuff here. It gave us a present here, beautifully loud present, and some diamond gypsum. Now, I did also notice that yesterday or the day before or whatever, when I last logged in, I can't remember, I went in and I tried to press the button, and it didn't work. It still doesn't work. Okay, still doesn't work. So you have to manually drive this in, or you can just shift-click and put all that in there. I love that button. That's like my favorite button to just put stuff away into your inventory. Let's see. Scouting breastplate. I don't need that. What's this? Officer pants, the Cavalier. Nope. How about up here? Now, I don't even bother keeping any of this stuff anymore. It's not worth my time to put it in the auction hall because it isn't valuable enough for me to put it in there and work with it. And I'm going to go, oh, that's a Reveler mask. And this is Trapper boots. Now, sometimes I have to be careful because I have things like this, like Artificer outfits, Harvester hats, things like that that I don't want to lock. I mean, don't want to lose. I want to lock, speaking of. So we'll hold down L. We'll go ahead and left click on that, and we can lock that particular item. Now, oh my God, wouldn't that be awesome in Fallout, where you can just hold down the Alt key and lock something so you don't accidentally put it in storage, you don't accidentally sell it or scrap it or do any of that stuff. Yeah, I wanted that like 10 years ago. That would be amazing if you had the ability to lock stuff in game. Now, I'm sure there's a mod for that, everybody, so try to hunt that down on the Nexus and lock your stuff. And that's one of the geniuses of this game, is they took a lot of those very subtle interface things and very subtle stuff that you want in a game. Great example is all of your stuff is in its own slot and not in your inventory, which makes it easier to manage your inventory. When you put stuff in your slots over here for like your potions and your items and your collecting tools and things like that, your bags, which are behind me here, right here, that it doesn't take up the weight of your inventory. It's on you. And thus, it is completely separate. You don't have to like have half or 3/4 of your inventory filled up with all these random stuff that you have on you. Now, eventually, when you get into the game, eventually you will, of course, be carrying around other things like different outfits and different things for different reasons, different mobs, different weapons for different reasons. You get the general idea. You will start to do that. I try to keep them in my inventory, in my storage shed. Other than trying to carry them around with me, because it does have an issue later on where you basically are, when you're trying to collect stuff, which is all I do. I don't do any crafting here, but I just go and I collect stuff, and I do a minimum amount of crafting so I can work the town board. Now you can see there's wars declared, there's invasions in the game, there's outpost rushes that are really fun, a whole bunch of great stuff that they've added to the game. Now anything that says festive, I'm going to go ahead and click that. And we can see here that there's a bunch of other stuff. Now, armor smiths, I'm definitely getting that. As long as it says iron. And then this one right here, we're going to go ahead and cancel that one. Rugged leather, no. Are we going to run out to that spot? No. Am I going to do layered leather? No. Again, this one here, cancel. Common mana potions. I might have them in the bank, but I'm not going to worry about them. 30 iron ignis. So what am I going to get from that? I'm going to get 5 project points, 1 coin, 290 territory standing, 545 XP, and 5 event reputation. So I'm going to go ahead. I got so much iron, I'll be fine. Boom. There we go. 30 coarse leather. I can do that one as well. what am I going to get? Another 5 event reputation. And now I've got a bunch of stuff I can do right here. Now, if I run back over this way, zoom. If I run back over this way, I can go ahead and literally walk from that town board, walk right here. And I've got a bunch of stuff right in my bank. And you can craft from bank. You can even sell stuff to the auction hall from bank, right? That is good game mechanics. You got to give them credit for what they're doing right. Now, there's some things they're doing wrong, like the storyline. There's some things that they are missing a bunch of opportunities on. But when they do something right, give them proper credit. That's what I think anyway. I'm old school. Now, right here, we're going to go ahead and craft. Again, from bank, it's going to use the materials that are in my bank and allow me to craft this item to turn it into the town boards. Now, I'm obsessed with the town boards, everybody. That's what I've probably been doing the most, kind of like I would normally do crafting in games, or I would do building in other games. In this case, it's the town boards. So I go over here, and now I can go ahead and turn these 2 in. Now, this one's not going to give me any event stuff, but it is going to give me some points toward my town board or my territory rep. So I'll say accept, boom, and I also got some gold so I can pay my house taxes later on and maybe buy some stuff from the auction hall if I need it. Now that's done. All right, good to go. Now, if you look at my rep here, now you got to think that I'm not playing every day, all day. If I was, I would be way higher, but I'm still level 78 in Windswood. That's right, 78. I've been working away. I'm 32 in Cutlass Keys. I barely go over there. I'm 28 in Morningdale, which I go over there pretty good, and so on and so forth down the way. Now, is all of my crafting at maximum and all that stuff? No, what am I in a hurry? What am I trying to do? Am I trying to burn myself out in the game? No, and actually, the smart thing is I didn't get to 200. And all the people who got to 200 straight away and then went beyond 200 and kept collecting past 200, they missed out on a bunch of bonus loot and a bunch of bonus systems that they've added to the game. Like when I was playing last time, my member said, guess what, Kismet? They added a thing that it'll keep adding to your thing here, your expertise of that particular thing. And it's basically going to add what's known as an amplitude. You can see it right there to your crafting, right? So after reaching the max level, you can continue to earn experience and gain aptitude levels. At each mark point, you will earn a reward box, and boxes earned later in each level offer greater rewards. So the more you keep collecting, the more greater rewards you're going to get. So I'm going to make out like a bandit, right? Because I'm going to go and continue to upgrade all of mine and then continue to get those rewards as I'm collecting stuff. So all the peeps who have already done all of that and did all of that and then went beyond and was collecting stuff, even though they were at 200, they just lost a ton of time and effort that they could be using it right now to get all that. Now, I'm sure they don't care because they are enjoying the game, and that's okay. You play it however you want. Me, I take my time. Because the one thing I know about games is I know that however it is now or at launch is going to be very, very different from 6 months, a year from now. And we're in it for the long haul, right? I'm not playing it just for a week and say, okay, done with that game, on to the next one. I never do that, if you ever noticed that in my stream. I very rarely ever play a game all the way through and try to get it done within the first week or couple days or whatnot. I like to play a game at my own pace. I like to know about the storyline. I like to take my time getting my stuff leveled up. I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a hurry. I don't have to be first, right? I don't have to be the person that says, look, I'm better than everybody else because I have 200 and everything, right? I am not that person. My job is to facilitate greatness in others. So my job is to make it better for my crew and find ways of helping them, like with our crafting exchange where we craft. You have a bunch of extra stuff like gems or whatever. You go ahead and you hand it out to your members. It makes them stronger. It helps them get their crafting up. Now, am I going to do all this crafting? I don't know, maybe one day, but certainly not right now. I would rather do these ones down here, which is the gathering. I like doing the gathering, and then these ones kind of a little bit, right? The refining. Maybe if my team helps me, like right now, or my team needs my help, like we're working on leather working, right? I'm going to get back to that, try to get my leather working all the way up so that I can do that 24-hour cooldown, so I can then hand those materials to our main crafters, like our professor, Anion, and he can go ahead and make bags for everybody, right? That's all I care about. I don't have to, again, be number one in every single crafting and you know, try to tout it like I'm the best around. I'm not going to be the best. I'm not going to be the best at any class in this game. I'm not going to be the best at any trade skill or any of that stuff. I'm going to be the best at putting amazing people together and watch the magic happen, everybody. That's what I do, and I do it well. I tell you, I have one of the longest running gaming guilds, 20 years together. Now, gaming guilds are like Hollywood marriages, everybody. Usually they go about 6 months to a year. All of a sudden, the drama, they implode, and bam, that's a dead guild right there. I don't mess around with drama. I'm not your papa. I don't mess around. You start acting up, you're out. That's it. You break one of our virtues, you're gone. I don't mess around. I expect you to be awesome and assume you're awesome in the beginning. You don't need to prove that you're awesome. Just don't be not awesome. I just assume you're awesome from the very beginning. All right, so we got that done. We got this done here. Now there's little camps as well. Now I don't know why they didn't just let you teleport to the Winter Village. Why did they put you by the teleport but not go directly to the Winter Village? This is like some of their thought process that I feel like they don't think it through on the player's point of view, that I have to teleport nearby, run down, do the thing, and then either run back or teleport out of there and whatnot. I think they're not thinking that stuff through, everybody. They should make it where you teleport directly to where you're going to turn this stuff in and do whatever you're going to do. Because now I have to teleport here. I have to mark the Winter Village, which I have marked here. And then I have to run all the way over there, which is 300 away, which is not too bad when you have, you know, a little thing where you can go zoom, zoom, right? And you can run across there. Now, this game is both a PvP and PvE game, which means your PvE is actually a complement to your PvP. So as a PvE collector, I can collect materials, I can do the town boards, I can go ahead and facilitate the greatness of our PvP players who are battling over territories, who are trying to, you know, control those territories, and of course upgrade the particular towns and whatnot, and town boards, however they need to, right? And so you can do that as a PvE player. You don't have to do PvP at all. Though PvP is fun when you're ready to do that. You can go into different areas to do PvP, or you can do open world PvP as well, which we've done a little bit of. But I'm never a big fan of what I call ganking PvP. Most open world PvP, that's what it is. There's one person running along and 5 people come along and they kill that one person. That's ganking PvP. It's lame. I don't even want it to be on my side. I don't even like it when I'm at an advantage against someone else. I want it to be an awesome battle where we're pretty evenly matched and everybody's fighting out, and then you'll remember that battle for a long time. You're like, oh man, I was in this PvP battle the other day and it was awesome. It was so close and we did the thing and we were healing and it came down to the last 2 people and those last 2 people fought out and then we either won or we lost, but either way, it was an amazing battle. That's what you want in PvP. You don't want to just go around zerg everybody because that's lame and dumb. I think anyway. That's just me in my opinion. Of course, it's your game. You play however you want. Now, right here, we are in here and we are collecting winter tokens. And presents, so we got to recover some presents. We got to get some Gleamite and premium winter tokens and more premium winter tokens right there times 25. And so we can convert those winter tokens, 25 winter tokens, into a premium token right there. Now you're like, well, Kismet, how do you unlock stuff? Well, there's stuff in here, and we can't craft anything in here. There's stuff in here you can unlock, including one-time crafting stuff. So if you are a crafter and you want to get into that, there are some stuff. So weird. All right. And this stuff's really cool. Now, one of the things that I noticed about this stuff when I was looking through here, this one gives you Constitution. And then in here it says it doubles the amount of Gleamite crystals you gather from Gleamite. And then the same thing here, Milrob gives you focus. This one goes ahead and gives you strength. Buttercream here giving you dexterity. And then intelligence, right? Now, what's the most important thing on it? I don't even care about the stats. What I care about is it says doubles the amount of Gleamite crystals gathered from Gleamite shards and chunks. So you're going to double up. Now, there's also proficiency potions in the game that, of course, boost your ability to gather stuff. So you definitely want to get that going on as well. So make sure to use this to speed you along. And look, I've barely been in here, everybody. I've barely been in here just a few hours. And look, I'm already past 2, which is great. Now, I'm not going to be using these lower level ones here because these are lower level items right here. And I'll probably be going way down here because I'm in the max level. But if you look in each tier, everybody, you've got cool Snow Snap Stag sculpture for your house. You got all sorts of cool frosted bookcases. And you've also got a give present emote. And look at this little toy rabbit. Oh, I want that toy rabbit. You've also, in another tier, you've got a boar sculpture. You've got chandelier. You've got snow. You got all this kind of cool housing stuff, emotes, things like that in some of the tiers, right? Down here, you've got some more cool stuff and so on. So you got a little bit to unlock in each level. Now, if it's something that you like let's say this Holly Regent robe here, right? If we click that, we can see that's what that is. But if we scroll all the way to the bottom, let's see if we've got something very similar to that down here. Aha, we got the exact same thing down here. Open one, let me click on it. Right here, we got the exact same thing, but of course, it's a level 60. And it's a 520. Make sure to look at that gear score, everybody. It's a 520 in there. Now, you might be like, hey, Kismet, that's dexterity. Well, the thing that I was wondering, and I forgot to look last time, is can you change the stats of this gear? Can you take this gear and take one of your things from your rep and change the stats? If you can't, that sucks. I hope that is a thing that you can actually do in here. And I'm going to ask my members. Hey, does anybody know if you can change the stats, the primary stat of your Winter Wanderer gear?
I haven't seen anything to do it yet.
You haven't found anything that can do it? Now, we got a crown in there and whatnot. Now, one of the things that really makes your gear, your reputation gear so awesome is the ability to change the stats. Now, if you look at my character right here, I'm going to mute. If you look at my character right here, you can see that my character has a heavy armor, right? He's in heavy armor right now. And that's right, I'm a healer wearing heavy armor because guess what? It mitigates a lot of damage. I don't get one shot when I'm running through instances and stuff like that. Now, you might notice that it has focus and constitution and not strength and constitution. That's because I took one of the tokens and I used it to change the stats on the armor. And that is an amazing thing. That means that I can customize the armor however I want. Now, the same thing with these recipes in here. When you go in to look at these recipes down here, way at the bottom, if you're a crafter, you can go in and you can grab these particular things, and they're one use only, and then you can tell it, hey, I want this to be this stat, and I want it to, also you can put in other items in there to tell it what kind of perks that you want on there as well. But you can tell it to be an exact stat that you want, right? And that is where the magic is. Now, of course, I would prefer it to be more like, because you're going to grind this out and buy all this stuff, you'd want it to be more available to people who don't want to craft. The people who want to just go in and change the stats from dexterity to over there. So I feel like what I'm going to do is go in and test this. Now, another thing also is we can see up here that these are winner tokens, right? And these are premium tokens. And as we work our way down into here, you can see that these down here are premium tokens. It's really important to be watching those mechanics, everybody. Now, as you saw, the winner tokens here, if we're trading the winner tokens out over here, the winner tokens right here are 25 to 1. So it's 25 times the amount you need for that high-end gear. And so that's going to be a grind, and a grind I'm going to go ahead and grind out because I love these type of things. I love to go and grind out gear. I like to collect stuff, run around, get into all sorts of trouble. That's what I like to do. But I really think that they should have made it also where I could change the stats of the gear like I can in my rep. And so we're just over here taking a look over here. Now, do we got anything? Well, I think we have a quest that we're working on. Yeah, it's right up there in the upper right corner. We forgot the giveaway, everybody. I can see it's up there in the corner. Did I mark that as complete? I never marked that as complete. That was my bad. There we go. Let's start a giveaway before I forget. Right there. And I did learn that I could get that going. There we go. Okay, random game giveaway, everybody. My bad. I got up on my little soapbox that I forgot. Haven't found a gypsum smelter? Whoa, well, there you go. There you go. Kismet in town. I meant to ask, Conquistador, Plague Doctor, or the other crew. Right down here, Syndicate, Bonema server. We are the Syndicate. Hey, what up, lady? Thanks for coming in and hanging out. As always, my awesome treasurer and squad leader for PvP. And all-around awesome person, lady, hanging out. So I've got a bit of quests to do as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get into those quests. Now, if you notice, they've actually added a bunch of quests. You can see them all popping up all over the place. At least they show up more than they did before. Another thing that shows up is your travel points, even if you haven't been there. Like I've noticed here in Brightwood, I've not been to this travel point, but now they show them on the screen for you so you can better go to them. But I think, why put that there and then have a travel point nearby, make me run back and forth? That's stupid. You should make it just so I can travel directly to Winter Point, turn the stuff in I want to turn in, and then teleport out of there. Again, this is not thinking from a player's point of view. This is just from a logistics point of view. Back and forth there. And they say, well, we've got, a thing nearby. We got a little spot. We can put the thing there and whatnot in the middle of nowhere and so on. I think that's just adds tedium to the game. So they really need to rethink how they're doing that. Also, this darn thing comes up all the time. I have to close that. Every time I go into the chat and I go into my company chat and I want to see my company, I want it to stay on. I don't want it to go off. I want to see my company chat all the time, and I want it to be about this big at the bottom of the thing so I can see, because I'm the leader, and I'm looking to see, hey, Kismet, I need your help. Hey, Kismet, this, that, and the other thing. When I take this slider and I slide it over here, that should be my new default. I shouldn't have to do that every single time I log on to the game. I've got to go to my message fade delay. I got to put it all the way up, because what happens is all my text goes away, and I'm trying to watch what my guild is trying to tell me, right? And then also for other guild members, they need to keep it up. So if someone levels up, or they say, hey, or anybody want to run an instance, or does anybody got this, that, the other thing, or someone can help me with this, that should stay up. That's the in-game chat. Now, even though you have voice chat, both in the game, which I turn off, and of course on Discord and things like that, other things like TeamSpeak and Ventrilo and those old style ones as well. Most people still type in chat. And the reason why they do that is because they're busy. They got things they're doing, right? It's just more convenient for them to say, hey, everybody, what up, right? And that's it. That's all you have to do is just click that in there, GG, and we're good. I think they should definitely work on that as well. Now, they've got a giant list of things, I'm sure, everybody, 1,000 or more, 10,000 long, that they're working on. And of course, they only have so many people that can do so many things in so much time, right? That's called your human resources. And they call it that for a reason. Because even though you could be $1 trillion company, that doesn't mean that Amazon Game Studios has $1 trillion. It means the parent company has it, but Amazon Game Studio has a certain budget with a certain amount, and it has only a certain amount of employees, and they only have a certain amount of time and effort and resource that they can put into fixing stuff. They can't just fix everything in the one day. And I'm sure Jeff Bezos is not going to come in and say, hey, Amazon Studios, here's $1 trillion, hire as many people as you need. And even if you did have an unlimited amount, you definitely could not find enough trained people to do that. And of course, be able to manage that many people. And then you got payroll, and then you got, of course, benefits and things like that, which would make the cost so astronomical that you wouldn't get a return on your investment, right? And that's what businesses want. Businesses want a return on their investment, return on their human resources, and all of that stuff, because otherwise they don't stay in business. So you need to kind of show a profit eventually in a business. Now, I seriously doubt that this game is showing a profit right now, because they made the right choice. They made the right choice not to over monetize their game. And that is the smart choice, because people like me are going to keep inviting people like you to come join us here in New World and play the game. But the second they go scummy monetization, that's where the winds are going to shift, everybody. Just like in Lord of the Rings Online, Star Wars The Old Republic, and I can list off 100 other games that you know that just have scummy monetization and are predatory in the way that they try to suck you of every single dollar out of your wallet, which should probably not even in there in the first place, right? On your credit card that you're running up and running up and running up. So yeah, I like that they're not doing that, and I show them lots of love for not doing that. They're doing it the right way. Get in there, make amazing things in your store here. I love, oh, look at that. That's cool. It's free. Hold on. That's free, everybody. Oh, I'm unlocking that. My favorite is free. Confirm. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that too. Oh, look, I unlocked all that stuff. I got an emote as well. I got free stuff, and I cannot lie. Displays your 10 most recent unlocks. So I unlocked that. Let's get this coat. Let's unlock that as well. Boom. Confirm. Oh, I like that coat. Oh, I'm putting that coat on. How do I put that coat on? Let's go back in here. And then we're going to go ahead and go in here, change skin. And where is it? Oh, look at all this cool stuff. Oh, see, this is how you win, everybody. You make amazing cosmetics. And they're actually doing a really good job. I like that one's really cool. I like the look of that one. And so on. The Jester's Delight coat. And I like kind of a more royal or paladin style look to my character like this. They need to have the ability to also to dye these so you can make them unique to your character as opposed to looking like everybody else in there. Oh, look at that one. Cool. And there it is. Oh, that is nice. I'm going to go ahead. And it's also purple, so it goes along with the Syndicate. There we go. Now I'm not looking like a Sith Lord anymore. I'm looking sharp. Oh, that's good. I like it. I like it a lot. So there we go. We just unlocked some stuff for free. I didn't even know that was in there for free. But there you go. Some free stuff, everybody. I appreciate them showing some love. Oh, 4 hours. Uh-oh, 4 hours left. Log in. Get that free stuff. I better tell my team. Hey, everybody. I hope you guys saw that free stuff in the store. You got 4 hours to snatch it up from there. You get a poinsettia and a hunter festive coat for free. I like free. I get every free stuff. But they have a bunch of other cool stuff in there as well, everybody. And again, I don't mind cosmetic stores. Cosmetic stores are just fine. If you want to get a cool kind of spirit of the season look like that, or maybe you want to get some cool void touch armor, that's cool, man. I dig it. I love the spiral in the center there. That's cool. Now, again, remember, you can just take the helmet off, or you can mix and match with other stuff. And I find that at max level, I do this more than anything. And that is customize my character all the time, right? Is to go in and create kind of cool looks for my character. Oh, I love that. I just don't like the helmet is creepy, but I could take that and then kind of combine it with that, and then I would have kind of a royal look to it. And that's kind of how I like to do my characters. Typically, they'll be in more royal robes and cloaks and things like that. That's just the way that I like to do my characters. Now, am I going to do like the Jester? Probably not. But I like everything in this thing except for the hat. I'd probably not go with the hat. Now, if they had a fedora, I'm talking to you, Amazon Game Studios, you can count me in for that. For sure. But again, they got a lot of great stuff in here, and this is the way you monetize here. I know they've made a ton of money in here because I see people buying tons and tons of stuff in-game all the time. And it's your money. You do what you want with it. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with buying cosmetics. It's just when they add boosts to the game, they add pay-to-win elements, right? So if you got a lot of money, then, hey, guess what? You win the game right away. And they're kind of doing that a little bit with the housing. I've noticed that everybody who buys all their housing things has the top of the list, and all the other people who are making the stuff that's in the game are pretty much lower on the list. So a little pay to win there, but but at least they do not pay to win on boost and jumping to max level and doing all that ridiculous stuff. Please do not do that. Do not tick off my members where I want to, take my entire guild and go somewhere else. This has happened to me many, many times before, and I hope this is the game that breaks that mold, so you're not paying to win. And a lot of games are like that. World of Warcraft is like that now. You get your WoW tokens, you trade those out, someone runs you through a raid, so you can go ahead and get all your gear and all of that stuff. It's basically paying to win. And a lot of other games are like that too, that are just so over monetized, way too monetized in there. I feel like that is always the fail. You're going to just alienate the bulk of your players. And I always listen to it all the time, everybody. My members will give me an earful. And again, I got to listen to thousands of members for the last 20 years complain about every little thing in every game. And I have a lot of experience in that arena for sure. I have a lot of back experience of listening to literally not only my members, but also hundreds of thousands of gamers over the years hey, I don't like this, and this is bad, and the way they monetized it, and I don't like the storyline, and I don't like this, that, and the other thing. Right now, again, I'd love to, just tell them, hey, look, learn from the mistakes of the past. Learn from the mistakes of other game companies that tried this stuff and cause their games to fail. And there's been a lot of failed MMOs. There's been a lot of failed games that came out and were amazing and then dripped off. I don't want that to happen to New World. I like it. I think it's got a great foundation. I think it's starting to come along, and they're being bold. They're being bold by saying, you know what, we were wrong. That whole system about your armor and all that stuff, no, we took that out. We took that out, and now you can actually see what your expertise level is right here next to your items. That's freaking awesome. By the way, the only one I have over 500 is my actual staff. My staff is at 502. And you're like, well, Kismet, why are you not 600 and everything? I'm in no rush, everybody. I'm going to enjoy the game that I paid for. That's what I'm going to do every day, all day. That absolutely. Absolutely. Now, if you have a comment or question for me, feel free to go ahead and put it in the chat. Yeah, I am Syndicate all the way. Even though we don't have any Syndicate territories, we might have to rise up with a crew after the first of the year, and we might have to take one of these territories, especially Windswood would be great, and get my peeps up to PvP standards. Now, again, I decided not to put the burden on my peeps to try to get a territory right away because I felt like it would burn them out. Because they'd have to run through the dialogue. They'd have to run through the storyline and then try to collect 100,000 and get a territory and then defend that territory every single time and do all of that. And it is a giant burden to do that. That's one of the things that they didn't think about in this game. A lot of people, they rushed to max level. They got all their stuff done. They skipped all the dialogue. Click, 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 click right through it. Didn't read any of the story or nothing that. Went right past all of that. Got to the max level, battled it out. They found that there were some issues in those wars, the issues in the outpost rushes where they took out, brought back in, took out, brought back in, and so on. So those systems were not fully kind of vetted out or fully flushed out yet, and thus they ran into that problem. And then they get to a point where like, okay, I'm 200 everything. I've already done a war. We took over a territory. Now what? I've done all the story. What do I do? Oh, well, I go on to another game. That's what they do. They go on to another game because they're like, well, I'm done. Bye. And it could be a week, 2 weeks, a month, and then there you go, $60. Right down the drain, everybody. Right down the drain. I do not play that way. I enjoy games I enjoy. If I didn't like the game, I would not be playing the game. And I would most certainly not be inviting my guild to come and play it. Absolutely not. I don't care how much someone pays me to go play their game, whatever these other MMOs that are out right now. They say, Kismet, hey, bring your guild over here. We'll pay you such and such. It doesn't matter. Any amount is not enough to play a game that I don't want to play. It's as simple as that. That's why you always get it straightforward from me. I'm always going to tell you the truth. I'm always going to tell it to you straight. And if they can't handle it over there, if they don't not wearing their big boy pants, then too bad. I ain't here to be butt kisser. I've always been terrible at that. Kissing butt. I've always been terrible at kissing butt. I tell it like it is. And I think people respect that when you just be who you are, as opposed to kissing up to them and kissing butt and doing all that stuff and saying, oh, I love you so much, oh, blah, 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 blah. When you don't really, people can eventually see through that. and whatnot. And also it makes it uncomfortable too. When you're constantly praising other people all the time, it does become uncomfortable when people are praising you all the time, when you kind of get the vibe that they're just using that as a cover-up, right? That they're constantly praising you, but secretly they're thinking, oh, this guy, man, I want to backstab this guy the first chance I get. Watch out for those people in real life, everybody. There's plenty of those people out there. Thanks for the heads up on the free stuff. Yes, I love free stuff. I'm down. All right, now I should actually be doing something in the game. Let's go do something. How about that? Other than talking about that awesome thing. So I strongly recommend that video, everybody. It's a long video. It's about an hour, but very, very interesting on all the updates and changes and thoughts on the game. I think it was a stroke of genius, a brilliant idea to actually connect with their players. Now, you're not going to get everybody happy. Some people are going to go on the forums and say, you suck and you suck and you suck. I'm so sick of listening to people tell me how much this sucks and that sucks and this sucks. Oh, really? It sucks? Well, how do you think we can fix it? I don't know. Well, if you don't know how to fix it, how do you expect them to know how to fix it? If you know how to fix it, then you go in there and say, look, this is the problem. This is how you fix it. If you don't know how to fix it, shut your trap. That's what my particular take on it. But you can go in there and notify them of a problem if you see a bug or a glitch or someone exploiting and something like that. Then go in there and let them know. Probably don't want to put exploits on the forums, though. You probably want to use the feature right up here, submit feedback, because that's going to go to them, and you're not telling everybody about an exploit or stuff like that. I would use the submit feedback, absolutely, so that it doesn't get out there in the open, and then people self-sabotage themselves and end up getting booted from the game, because they don't mess around. They see you're glitching, they see you're cheating and exploiting bugs, you're gone. And I love that about them as well. They're not, dancing around the issue like a lot of games, World of Warcraft, do all the time. Dancing around the issue instead of just coming out and say, look, if you're cheating, you're gone because you're ruining the experience for everybody else. And that's what it's all about, having a great experience in a game, I feel, absolutely. And the people who are the stalwarts of that, the people who should be looking after that are the people who are running the game, right? It's not my job. Not my job to go around and police everybody. It's not my job to go around and say, hey, you're doing this wrong or you're being a bot or whatever. My job is to play the game I paid for. I paid this game. Now, again, they sent me a code, and I appreciate them doing that. But I went out and bought my own copy because when I like a game, I put my own money down. That's how you know I'm serious. And I put it down and I bought the deluxe edition. And then I invited my entire guild to come join me and a whole lot of you as well. So we've been having fun doing that. Look how beautiful the world is. Every time you log in, it's like an amazing, amazing moment. Now, if you told me this here, 40, 50 years ago, everybody, that we'd be doing like this kind of fidelity in a game, it is so awesome. It is so amazing. I only wonder what's ahead, everybody. I only wonder what's ahead when we're just playing fully in VR. Or this is just a hologram that you're looking at. And you can see all the trees. It's all three-dimensional and whatnot. You're on the holodeck running through New World. Yeah, there you go. Something cool like that. All right. Where am I going? I'm going this way. So what I'm going to do is zoom my way over here and get it going on. Now, I have these 3 different mobs that I need to go and fight. There's these ice caves that you're fighting against. Now, spoiler alert for storyline. I'm going to tell you a bit about the story because I read the story, everybody. In this particular event, the winter event, there are the bad Yetis, and then there's the good Yeti, the Wanderer, right? And these Yetis are trying to bring the endless winter, which very much reminds me of Game of Thrones. And these other Yetis are trying to bring warmth and happiness to Eternum. Now, me, I'm more of a bring the warmth and happiness type of person than bring the endless winter. I don't know about you. That's the way I am. That's how I like to play. So I run around and I got to do these different quests and collect all this stuff because I want to unlock everything. I'm that person. I like to get 100% achievement. I like to get all the mounts. I like to get all the most expensive and hard to get things in the game. I like doing that stuff. I like to get those achievements, and I don't want them to sell my achievements. All my time and effort that I've spent gathering those achievements and getting those things in game, I don't want them to sell that in the store. And that's one of the things that Lord of the Rings did that failed, Lord of the Rings Online, failed at, is the fact that I spent 6 months, and my guilds spend months and months and months, and about a year or so running around gathering all these really high-end achievements and things like that, and special mounts and all sorts of cool stuff. And then one day, they just sold all that on the auction hall. And it really pissed them off, really bad. And every single person in there, over 300 members, canceled their sub. That's right, and I go where my members go. If they say your game sucks, then I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to go where they go. What's the next thing we're going to play, right? And then that's where I go, just like that. So please do not do that, New World. Do not do it. Do not sell the achievements of people in game who have spent time and effort. Do not instant let people go to level 60. That's an achievement that people have spent time and effort to go and do. Do not instantly give them like trade skills. Do not say, oh, well, instant level to 200 leatherworking. No, do not do that. It's called pay to win. People do not like it. It has been proven again and again and again that people, most of the bulk of your community, will not like that if you do that. Do not do it. I'm telling you. I was telling you as someone who's been in gaming longer than most people have been alive. I'm telling you, it's a mistake. But you know what? In life, you got to make your own mistakes. And if that's the mistake you want to make, I'd watch out. That's for sure. All right, I ran right past it, everybody. I was so busy running along, gathering stuff. So let's run back. Now, one of the cool things that I discovered when we were doing this earlier in the week is the fact that you can go and find stuff at night. There's these meteors that come down. It was funny. I was running around with Yorkshire, and we were helping him with his main quest. Trying to get his faction quest up. And as we were running around, these meteors were coming down. Boom! And then all the stuff was going everywhere. And then boom! And all the stuff was going everywhere. I thought that was awesome. A great addition to the game, I think. And so, oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. It sounded like Donkey Kong. And so I thought that was a great addition to the game. Let me go ahead and turn the sound back on. Let's go. Level 25s. Come here, you. Unnecessary on that last one. All right, now I'm looking for the big boy who's supposed to be in here, big old Yeti. But in the meanwhile, let's grab the loot. While I wait for respawn. Now, one of the things that happens in old school MMOs, and I'm the oldest old school you're going to find, everybody. I am the OG, the original gamer. My first gaming console was the first gaming console, the Magnavox Odyssey. I'm sure you guys heard me say that a million times, but for all the new peeps coming in, you will not find a gamer who's been gaming longer. I have played Pong when it dropped. I played Space Invaders. I played all of those stand-up arcades, Amiga, Commodore, you name it. Even the Timex Sinclair, which is one of the first mini computers as well, way back in the day. I've used gigantic pre-press systems that are worth millions of dollars, computers of all types, supercomputers and whatnot. I consider myself very lucky to be born in that age, where I got to pioneer all of that fun stuff. I used Photoshop 1.0. Actually, it was 0.9, by the way. 0.9 before it was 1.0. I've used Illustrator back in 1988. That's right, when it first came out. And by the way, Illustrator is the foundation of nearly every other program, that in like Mac Paint and programs like that, that are the foundation of every single program you use now. Even the Windows desktop and all of that other stuff was facilitated by those programs that came up with some stuff like the Bezier Curve tool, the Marquee tool, the drawing pin and the pencil and whatnot. Some of the most powerful graphic tools that you'll find in any programs. So those are all those, and I was there at the foundation of those. So pretty awesome. I pioneered and tried out a whole bunch of cool stuff way back in the day. All right, so we got Monarch Bluff done. Let's go down here to First Light. Now, the biggest problem going to First Light here, if I want to go back there, let me pop out of here so I can see my map where I'm at, is I got to run all the way back over here, right? And this is one of the drawbacks of this game, is that you do have to run a lot. Now, I don't really mind But after a while, it's going to get old. Very, very old. Running back and forth and back and forth. And one of the things that he did say is that they will take the quest along with you as you go. But still, for me to travel where I'm at, down to First Light, I need to run toward this little beacon you can see going right there. And I need to run along there. Now, they did say, one of the things which I didn't know, that you actually run faster along roads. Now, is this a road? Because it kind of looked more like a path than a road, right? Like a road would be a real wide road, I would think. But here's the thing. If you're running, now the quickest point between any two locations is a straight line. So if I can run straight there, or I could take a path that takes me way that way, over here, down here, weaving, 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 and then ends up over there, it's dumb for me to take that path when I could just take the straight road, and it's going to be faster no matter what. No matter how much faster it lets me run when I'm on a road, going straight is always going to be, usually, I would say 99% of the time, a faster route from place to place. I would also like to know if they count this as a road, or is that a road, or is the white like cement style or concrete style or stone style, is that a road, right? What is your definition of a road? Because this is more like a path, and those other ones are more like roads, like when you come out of town and things like that, right? Those are those clarifications that are a little iffy and whatnot. See, I ran right past it anyway. Let's go back over here. Oh. Look out. Look out. All right, then boom, right here. Now I can fast travel down here to First Light. Now, do I want to travel here, which is going to be 50, or travel to the settlement, which is going to be 70? Well, I don't know about you, but I would rather, even though I think that's going to be down on the lower level, I would rather spend 50 than 70, just because it's cheaper. There you go. Now, if you had a house there, it would never cost you more than 50 Azoth to teleport there. So houses are very, very useful for quick traveling and saving Azoth. The Sinclair with a whopping 2K of memory. That's right. Rock that 2K memory. I used to have a Mac 512, or actually it was a 128 that I upgraded to a 512. And then eventually it had 1 megabyte of memory, everybody. Yeah, and a 20 megabyte hard drive. That's right. Rocking. So much space, you'd never fill it up. I filled it up within a week. You know how I filled it up? I got one of those sound digitizers. I think it was called the Mac Recorder. And then you're recording your sound, and it was like the most amazing thing back in the day. And then today, no big deal. But in those days, there was nobody who was doing that. There was no one who was taking your voice and music and sound and putting it into the computer and then editing it in the computer and doing that stuff. Today, it's easy. You can do it on your phone. But in those days, it was absolutely unheard of. But in those days, everything that you did was like 10 megabytes, right? So you could record 2 things of you talking for like a minute, and it would be 20 megabytes, which would fill up your entire hard drive. Or it would be 20 floppy disks that you would have to switch in and out of there. Way back in the day, everybody. That was a lot. Way back in the day. And I've owned over 77 computers in my lifetime. I'm not kidding. That's right. I owned a bunch when I used to do network rendering and stuff like that. And this machine over here, I think this is number 77, which is my 77th computer that I've owned in my 50 years of life as well. Now, I see something glowing, everybody. I see shinies. I go for the shinies first. That's just me. I love walking around and collecting stuff and grabbing a little present. I think this is brilliant. This is made for someone like me who loves to collect stuff. I absolutely love to run around and do that kind of stuff. Now, I'm kind of going down this path here. Now, this game could really use a mini-map. Absolutely. And of course, there is a mini-map by Overwolf, and it is sanctioned by them, so you can use that, they say, as long as they stay within their parameters of doing it and don't tell you where all the OR nodes are and all of that stuff and whatnot. But I would rather not use third-party stuff altogether because I just don't want that running on over top of my actual game. I would prefer it if they just bought that out or made their own mini-map and put it into the game. I would much prefer that. And I'd love the mini-map right up here, right above me here, or wherever I can put it. One of the things you can't do in this game that you can do in many MMOs, and that is to go in. What am I doing here? I'm following this thing. I'm doing some sort of quest. Look at this. Truth and Quantum. Follow the footprints on the road south of Lemons Pick. Okay. I'm going this way anyway. I might as well follow the footprints. I still do it? Oh, yeah. Still up ahead. Okay, blood splattered there. That's one of the things I think they definitely should add. Mini-map. One of the things they did say also is they're going to add a ledger. Something that I brought up many times, that you need a guild ledger because you're collecting dues. You want to see who's contributed without having to have my treasurer, lady, be online all the time when collecting that dues. Now, why do you collect dues in the first place? Well, our dues is very low, everybody. It's like 30 gold a month or something. Super low like that. It's like 10 town board things. And what we do is we use that for events or to buy stuff for people in the guild. So if we go in here, we look at our treasure, we've got about 10K in there, and that's more than enough, and I could probably suspend dues for right now. But there's no way of knowing who put the money in there and who took the money out, right? So you definitely want that tracking, and you definitely want a guild bank as well, so I can take all of these swords and axes and armor and all of this stuff and give that to my peeps so they can use it as they were leveling up. It would have been great at launch, but now my people are already leveled up. And so another thing we could do is do a crafting exchange even when people are not online. You just put all that stuff in there, and it needs to have a lot of space, everybody. And I don't mind if it has like requirements, like everybody in the guild needs to go collect 10,000 wood. And we need to collect 5,000 stone, and 2,000 of this, and 5,000 of that, and this, that, and the other thing. And the more we work on it as a team, the more we unlock our guild bank, and we can get more slots and bigger guild bank, and we can harry more and do all of that because it promotes teamwork. And that's what I like to do. When you're playing an MMO, when you're playing a game, when you're playing with other people, that's what you want to do. You want to have a common purpose or a goal for something to do together. Oh, it's right down there. Something to do together. And that's what I think that the game is lacking in that way. Now, of course, I'm sure they have a lot of issues and a lot of things they wanted to get in game. But let's go and let's do this. Let's eat some food. Yahoo! Let's go, bro. Come on. What you got? What you got? Who's that? Who's there? Who's that? Nobody? Really? Nobody. Aha, there he is. Kismet coming in hot. Oh, look at that cool spell he's got going on. What's that all about? I don't know. I feel like he's debuffing me right there. Oh, hey, hey. Hey, now, that's not right. That's not right. Throw stuff in my face like that. How dare you? Now, again, this guy's level 25, everybody. I'm level 60, so I'm in here getting it done. Boom. And he's out. I got a potion. Now, even though that guy's on another faction, I'm not here to sabotage his gameplay, everybody. That's a jerk thing to do. Now, if I see him in war, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong, and we'll battle it out. But when you're out of that situation, treating other people poorly, remember, that is your reputation, and it falls with you everywhere. Because you only have one character in the game. Now, this guy right here is on my faction. Look at this. I'm going to take the extra little thing to go over here and show him some love. Boom. There you go, bro. Show him some love, because I'm a healer, and that's what I do. Now, look at this. This is green over here. What's this green? Ooh, that's loot. Dryad bark. I don't know what any of this stuff does, and I'm blissfully ignorant, everybody. I leave it to my members to get to do the crafting. Again, I love crafting. I love doing that. All right, what do we got? Talk to the Winter Wanderer, and I'm going to try to get through some of these quests and have some fun. Look how close that one is to that one. Ooh, let's go check this one out over here. I want to see if that's the closest one. How about over here? Where's this one at? Oh, God, I don't even see it. Oh, it's probably because it's underneath this invasion thing. Oh, there's not one down here? What the heck? Yeah. And there's not one down there. So, oh, none in these lower two. Interesting. Oh, there's not one in Windswood either. That's right. They're only in certain zones. All right, so where am I at? Do I have to run all the way back there? I'm not running back there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back to Windsward. I'm going to recall to my house. It's going to cost me 24 Azoth. So I'm going to cool down my house by just clicking there, using some Azoth to cool it down. I'm out of there, so I don't have to run back to the fast travel. And then once I get back in town, I can then fast travel over to the winter area over there. And I'm going to go look at the different ones as we run around as well. You can see the speed buff when you're on the road. It's a little foot. Ah, thank you, Core Gaming. Thank you. I was going to explore that as well, but thank you for that heads up on that road running. I wonder if it works in town too. All right. Now, again, let's go test that out. Now, again, here we are in the main city. Again, I like to run up and see if this is on cooldown. Now, supposedly, this is like a 24-hour cooldown on each and every city. Now, if I was playing hardcore, everybody, I'd be going to every single city straight away every single time I log in. I'll be doing that next week for sure. Logging in, going to every single city, getting the things at every single city and every single place I can find. And I actually want to go up here and check this out and see if they're up here too. I would imagine they would be. And get them in every single town that you can find and get those presents so you can get leveled up. Now, again, let's go to Monarch Bluffs right here. It looks like Monarch Bluffs is pretty close. Is pretty close. Now, that just cost me 24 to cool down my house. And it's going to cost me 66 to jump over there. Now, of course, I could have reduced that cost if that was my faction. I could have reduced that cost by putting some of my stuff in the bank. So I'm not have as much weight on me. Now, I only have a little bit on me right now. But that little bit could have made a difference. Could have been 65 or 64 or less as well. Now, let's go ahead and click this. Yeah, this one's nice and close. So I give them lots of love for that. Let's grab these presents. Found me another lost present, everybody. Now, we're going to go super hot and heavy on New World next week. We're going to go all in. We're going to be working on this event big time. So if you guys do have some time off during the holidays, my guild members, or maybe you want to come and join us, you can come and join the guild right here by following this link, a join guild right there. And you can come and join me as well. Oh, look at this. Got a member of mine right there. What's up? What's up? New member. What's up? I hate it when that happens. All right. Now, I read the dialogue, everybody. Well done, celebrant and friend. By weakening the Yetis, we have hampered their ability to cover more of Eternum in ice. The power of the Winter Wanderer, Margos, grows as warmth spreads throughout the land. All right. Let's get a premium winter token. All right. Now, now that I know my name, I know my duty. Now that I know my name, I know my duty. There we go. The writing in here is okay. It's trying to be very aloof writing, as opposed to being very like the average Joe kind of writing. Some people like to write because they love words and they love to use those words, and much love to all the writers out there. But you also have to play to your audience. And some of this reading is a little bit too much, is a nice way of saying it. All right, so to spread joy and cheer. This will hold back the cold of forever winter. But the other Yetis must be stopped. They work to spread the darkness. They are creatures of the bitter cold. Why did this voice send you to Eternum? I do not know, but I must find out. I believe more we tend to our tasks, the more I shall remember. Will you continue to collect gleamite crystals and lost presents? Will you continue to spread joy and cheer to the settlements through town projects and daily collections? I will do what I can. And not only in-game, but in real life as well. Thank you. Once you have done more to spread festive joy in the settlements, please speak to me again. Those Yetis you defend are not the last of the dark. Those Yetis you defeated are not the last of the dark forces looking to convert Eternum into frozen tundra. I can sense something else. Doo 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 doo. Dun dun dun. Need a music stab right there. Except you must continue to spread warmth and joy across the island. Do enough of this, and I will remember more. Harvest Gleamite chunks, recover lost presents, collect daily rewards from the Tree of Light and Gift Sack. Oh, Gift Sack? Where's that at? And complete festive town projects. Together, we may yet be able to stave off the forever winter. All right. All right, now I want to get this right here. Now, one of the other problems is that if I put stuff in my storage, there's no storage access here, I noticed. So if you zoom in, there's no storage access. So to get to storage, now again, this is me as a player, as someone who's played a lot of MMOs, tens of thousands of hours, everybody. And I can tell you that I need my storage to be right here. So anybody who actually would play a game would know, one, you would want to teleport directly there, and two, you would want to have a storage nearby because you'd want to go get your tokens that you might have put away. But instead of that, I have to now travel back to whatever area is nearby. Like I can go ahead and travel up here. It's going to cost me 51. Or I can travel back to Windsward over here and then travel back again and so on to go get my stuff. So I'm going to recall the house. Now, the other thing about this game is that your storages are unique to that particular area. So if I traveled up to Monarch's Bluff, they're not going to be there because I didn't put them in Monarch's Bluff. I put them in Windsward. So I have to go to Windsward and grab it over there. Now, if you have your faction and your faction, say, owns Monarch's Bluffs and Windward, you can actually send your stuff, use gold to actually move your stuff to the other one. But if you're like us, who got really hosed on this server merge, and now the population is dominated by the areas are dominated by the two other factions, and we have no things, then that means that everything that we do costs a lot more. And I feel like that is something that they're really underestimating, that can cause people to leave the game when they feel that their particular server is unbalanced. And that's something they said they were working on, looking at the balance and looking at how it is. If you look at a server like this, and all of this is one color, that is totally unbalanced. It should be a battle. You want to have fun and have a battle. If they're all like only two factions and the third faction is the minority, then guess what? You did a terrible server merge. You should have merged in more Syndicate and tried to balance the amount of Covenant, Marauders, and Syndicate together so that there's always this kind of constant battle. And the more you can have that kind of constant battle between the three factions, you know, this faction owns a couple, this faction owns a couple, and that faction comes out, you're creating more PvP fun. But when I see the maps like this, or in this case, look how much Covenant is taken over. Covenant had like two before, right? One or two, and then it was a bit of Marauders and then a little bit of Syndicate. And now you can see that the Covenant is starting to dominate, right, since the server merge. And who knows what's going to happen on the next war, right? I'm going to look at it next week and see what this map looks like. If it's all yellow, then they failed at trying to balance our particular server. Now, we can't transfer off the server, and I don't want to, but they've taken away the ability to server transfer. So some of our other members who are still on other servers who are busy doing real life stuff and who want to come and join us on our server cannot do that because they've taken server transfers away, and they said the server transfer would last forever and that you could keep it and use it when you want to. But then they said, no, never mind. We're going to server merge and we're going to take your transfers away. Now, I'm going to go look and see if they brought transfers back again. Right here. No. So reneging on something that you did, when you say, oh, I'm going to do this thing, and then you take it back away, believe me, that pisses people off because there's a bunch of members right now who would like to transfer and be in our guild. They can't do that because they took their ability to transfer away, even though they said, hey, go play on another server and we'll let you transfer wherever you want to go. And if they didn't do it within that week or 2 week window, now they don't have that ability to do that. That's not a good idea. They should put those transfers back in the store and let people transfer to where they want to transfer. I feel like it's a foolish thing to do because you're just ticking off your player base when you're doing that. You say one thing and then you do another. Then you say another thing and then you do another. And then you say this thing and then you do the opposite. That's how you lose trust in your player base. very, very quickly. You want to try to be as consistent in what you're doing always, especially when you're running a game. Right there. Oh, look at this. These are some good. I'm not going to do lodestone. Let's see. Rugged leather. No. 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 Linen, maybe. All right, let's turn that in. Not doing that one. Now, why do I cancel those out? Well, obviously, I cancel those out so that I can... that iron, yeah. So that I can clear those out so new ones will come up. And right now is the best time to be in the game because they have the full town boards going. All 4 sections of the town board are running. And that's really good because that really helps you with your town boards and helps you with your rep, which allows you to reduce your taxes, allows you to craft and gather stuff, and reduce the cost of selling stuff on the auction hall and all of that stuff. And I constantly am working at my town boards. I feel like the smart thing to do is work on your town boards and all that stuff during the day. And then when the meteor showers come at nighttime, go and collect that stuff. Look at that. I've got 2 for linen there. Look at that. Except, get that done. I've got 2 for linen. Hopefully I have enough. I can make some linen. Let's go do that as well. Can someone tell me where that Yeti is? First time I'm playing New World in 2 weeks. Yeah, Katie Wolf. You'll find them in little camps. They're going to be up at, what do you call it? Everfall, Brightwood, Monarch Bluff, Weaver's Fen. And you're going to see little camps right here called the Winter Village. That's where you're going to find it. And you go ahead and teleport near there and just kind of run over to the Winter Village. I've noticed that Monarch's Bluff here seems to be the closest one I've seen so far. Right here, you teleport over here and then walk right over to the Winter's Village. You get that going on. Now, all of the cities have like a tree you can go up and click on and get resources, as well as you'll find a ton of stuff just out and about as you wander around and turn them in the different zones that you can pick up, like recovered presents, as well as this one here, which is hastily wrapped presents and a beautifully wrapped present as well. You're also going to get this diamond gypsum. You're also going to get a schematic here. What is this for? Instructions on the watchful eye. This item is permanently learned recipe for crafting, even though you're not skilled enough to craft it right now. What is this for, though? Which crafting is it for? See, that's one of the things it doesn't tell you. What is this for? Is it for weapons? Is it armor? Is there a bag called the Watchful Eye? I don't know. But it should tell you what crafting it's for. That's another thing that they need to work on in here. It should tell you what it is. I shouldn't have to go look it up, right? I shouldn't have to go look it up on a wiki. It should say this schematic is for this particular crafting. Then I can go to my particular crafters that are in that thing and give them that. Does along like see the furniture crafting and things like that. And so I can give them those crafting rewards. And we usually do that crafting exchange on Saturday. So I'll save up all of that stuff. And then on Saturdays, usually about 10 o'clock, we go ahead and give everybody all the other cool stuff that we've gathered. And I usually end up with a ton of stuff as well. Now, where I am right here, again, I'm at Windsward. And I was checking, this is my personal inventory right here. And then I also have my actual storage. This is up the way here. And we can go ahead and run up in here. Now, one of the things is they broke the store all. I don't know how they got that broken. That's one of my favorite features. Is I can go ahead and just put all this stuff away. I'm not going to use that. Now, after a while, I won't even bother saving that stuff for my crew because they've already passed that point. And again, we can put all this in here. Now, I feel like one of the things I want to do is take out this premium winter token and take out these other things here as well. Open up the recipe. And go see what I can do with this stuff. Now, what is this for here? Let's go take a look. What is our diamond gypsum for? A soft, easily sculptable material. Refine this into a gypsum orb at a gypsum kiln. All right, so there's a gypsum kiln somewhere. I don't know where it is. How do I find it? Is there a quest that tells me where it's at? I seriously doubt it. I don't know. See, now when you're in an event or you're playing a game, one of the more brilliant things that a lot of games do is when you first log into the game, when there's an event or a new things that happen, or like you get DLC or something like that, it gives you a quest right away. Hey, you should go check this out. And it kind of leads you down the path of where you can find this, that, and the other thing. If I log in on day one of an event and it doesn't point me in the right direction, then you failed as a quest maker. It should automatically give me an idea of where to go and what to do. And I would say automatically pin it as well. So the player is not wondering what the heck they are doing and why they are doing it. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Where am I going and whatnot? Now right here we see Wanderer Reborn. Reach rank 3 of reputation with the Winter Wanderer. And we can see that reputation only at the winter area. So only when I'm over here at one of these little winter things can I see my reputation. Another fail. It should actually come up in your character window. Maybe one of your reputations or whatnot. But it also has the same problem. Maybe over here in your company thing. Maybe under your character attributes. I don't know. Wherever. Put it in your bio. I don't care. Wherever tells me where I can find that, where I don't have to run all the way back there, look at it on the thing, and then run all the way back and do that. It adds tedium to any game. And since this is their first MMO, they've learned a lot of lessons of the failures of others. I can tell you, like crafting from bank is a great one. I hate running over there, grabbing the resources out, walking to the thing, doing it, and then realize I don't have enough. Then I got to run back, get more out, do the thing. Then I realize I want to make more of them. Then I got to run back, get some more, and do that. You don't have that problem in this game. You put it in your storage, you run over there, you make the thing, right? You make the thing, you make 2 of the thing, 5 of the thing, 10 of the thing. Say you got a whole bunch of stuff in your bank. You're like, I got to get rid of some of that stuff. I'm going to sell it on the auction hall. Put it in your bank, walk over the auction hall, put it in the auction hall without having to go back and take it out of your bank and walk it to the auction hall. That's like 10 years, 15, 20 years ago, everybody. That is obsolete. Don't do that. That sucks. Now, one of the things, of course, if I want to see my rep here on the Syndicate, I can also go over here and see that I've got my rep all the way up, and I've got an extra 27,000 tokens right now. So I can go in and buy stuff. Like one of the things that I buy quite often in this low tier is they took my advice. Oh, you're welcome, everybody. They took my advice finally. Oh my God. And they put the stuff in order. They put all the weapons together. They have all of the, this, oh man. They put this stuff all together in a sequence. They put all this stuff in together and they put all the tokens together. What they did is they had it spread all in there. So you would like trying to find the thing you're looking for. You can thank me for that one, everybody. You can thank me for that one. Right here, the cleric seal. The cleric seal will actually change your item from whatever it is, like say it's strength stat. It'll change it from strength stat, and it will switch it over to, in my case, focus, right? Because I'm a healer. That's what I use. I use the staff, and typically the void gauntlet or the ice gauntlet as well. So it allows me to change the stats into focus and constitution, which is what I'm doing in my particular character. Now, very much like that rep system, they've also added that for the event. So now you have basically a rep system with the event itself. But the need to have to travel back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth all the time to go over here to the winter village, or I got to go over here to this winter village, is a lot of Azoth. That's a tremendous amount of Azoth for me to go here, there, and everywhere. Now, I'm going to go ahead and fail to travel. And I'm going to pop up here to my house up here. Because what I saw when I was running around helping out my member is the fact that there was a bunch of stuff out here in this higher level zone. And there was really nobody out there. So I want to go where no one knows my name. Unlike Cheers, where everybody knows your name. You want to go out there where nobody else is at and then grab a bunch of stuff. It says it's a bow schematic in the description. I did not see that. I missed it. I didn't see that it was a bow schematic, but I think it should say it right at the top. That it is, a certain type of crafting. Right at the very top, in the top description, not in the dialogue down below. I think it should tell you right there at the top. Make it real obvious. Don't make me look for it, is what I'm trying to say. All right, here we are in Morningdale. Now, again, I will eventually get... Oh, look at this one. See, this Morningdale is not popping off here, right? They don't have all 4 of these going. So if I see they don't have all 4 of them going, I don't care who's got this. It's just a feature owns this right now. I say kick those guys out. Kick them out and we take it over. Or somebody else. I don't care. Marauders come in here and take it over. As long as you got the town board popping, I don't care who owns that, right? But if you don't have the town board popping, don't expect me to support your rule. Big time. Okay. So what happened was we were running around along the road here. Oh, and there's that foot right down there. 3 seconds. Let's go see. Yeah, you're getting a 10% run boost, which I feel is not enough. That should be like 30% run boost along the roads. So again, we can see what kind of roads are run boost. So that's a run boost, the major road. Let's go try this side road. Is this side road a road? It is. It looks like we're keeping it, keeping that boost going. Oops, wrong button. Boom. Bye-bye. All right, and we're on the road again. Nope. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, so these little side paths do count as roads. Awesome. Now, what I do, everybody, is I don't leave mobs behind. Oh, infused fangs. See, look at that. Yeah, I got one. I don't leave mobs behind. I feel like it slows down the spawn, as it does in many games. That if you don't pick up your stuff, it just takes longer for the mobs to respawn for the next person who's coming along. I'm old school, consider it that way. And so I'm just going to run around and try to find the high point and kind of zoom out, because you can zoom out using your scroll wheel, and see if I see any of these presents laying around. Now, I find that I usually have like this whole zone to myself. Also amazing for PvP, one day we got 40,000 rep with the Syndicate in 1 hour. In 1 hour, and it wasn't just me, everybody. It was like 10 members that we ran back and forth and was just getting rep after rep after rep. That's 10,000 times 10. That's 40,000 times 10. That's 400,000 rep in an hour. Yeah, that's a lot, everybody, because us working together. And see, that stuff compounds. The more people that are part of it, the more it compounds and the more it boosts the members. I also love the rain over here, everybody. Gives me that real rain vibe. And I feel like on quests like this, you literally just run around. Now, of course, if you've got other quests out here, maybe you have some PvP quests or PvE quests that you do. You can go through. Oh, I haven't even charted that one yet. I got some more of them up ahead, too. So let's chart some places while we're looking for presents. Oh, I see one. Which I think I do, or maybe that was a mob spawning. Kind of hard to see through the rain. I think it was a mob spawning. All right. Mob spawning. I see some glowing over this way. Now, I feel like dark time is the best time to run around, because these meteors are going to be coming down and they're going to be dropping gypsum and whatnot, and you can go ahead and find lost presents. Now, I love doing this. This is like made for me, right? I love running around, collecting, finding little loot and all that stuff, and finding little nooks and crannies to find that special loot. Oh, wait, I got to run this way a little bit. I see there's a uncharted landmark there. Let's go see what it is. Oh, this is a wolf cave over here somewhere. Level 47. I don't know where the wolf cave is, but we're going to think it's around this way. Aha! Oh, boom! Oh, there's like a named in there. Doing a whole lot of missing, everybody. Hey, wait till he gets halfway. Oh, look, he dodged out of it. Now, you actually have dodge in this game. In my case, I have sidestep, because I am in heavy armor. But you do have like a full dodge you can do as well. And we get that going. I can see that's a name. You know how I know? Because it's got a different look to it. Or at least it's kind of a nicer mob. Oh my gosh, look at that damage I'm doing. Not a lot. And he summoned some minions as well. I'm about to get beat up and brutalized. Now the cool thing about being me is I'm a healer, everybody. So I can just go like this. Drop some heals down. Stand in them. And try to stand in them anyway. And then wait for him to come over here and then wipe him out. I can also block, which I rarely ever do anymore. Because when you're at level 60 versus a level 47 mob here, you can literally just let them wail on you and just keep wailing on them until they die.
Hello.
Oh, and I got a lumberjack hat there. Very nice.
Sorry, whatever.
I give that to my crew.
Good evening.
Hey, hey. Welcome to the crew. All right. Hatchet of the fighter.
Running for my life.
Long live the fighters! Right there.
Sounds fun.
All right. So I found some new stuff. I love to see new members coming in and whatnot. Now, obviously, I've been out collecting funds for St. Jude's. Now, remember, everybody, I'm streaming one more day today. Well, really, tomorrow's the last day. But if you would like to help out, if you'd like to push us a bit further beyond our goal there, feel free to go ahead and follow that link. Go show some love to St. Jude. Know that it goes directly to charity, directly to St. Jude's. I have nothing to do with it other than the fact that I'm showing him some love here in my stream to try to help save lives this holiday season. And we have just been obviously knocking it out of the park up there. My awesome community stepping up and showing the love. And by the way, that's my first ever charity stream. And we 3-timed the goal, everybody. We knocked it out of the park. But again, let's keep that love going. Now, where the heck am I? Sometimes I forget where I'm at. Oh, I'm right there. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, it's like a flag thing around me now. That's weird. Let's go ahead and up toward this landmark. Now, I just kind of let my instincts guide me most of the time, everybody. And I'll look around. Oh, right over there. I let my instincts guide me on where to go, and I find it usually works out. And I don't like to really fast travel that much. I do like to run around, or if I have a mount, if it's in game, and to travel around via the roads and back roads and off-road. Most of the time, you'll find me in the weeds. In the back area, in the bushes and whatnot. I typically don't run along roads. Because I feel like it's just faster to straight run where you want to go than to go down this winding path back and forth, to try to get where you're going. Now I'm looking for any way up here I can climb up. Now, if you don't know this about New World, check this out, everybody. It is awesome. Let's see if I can find a corner. You can climb up. That's right. Oh, gosh, so many games I wish had that. Where you just climb up on the side, get up there, so you don't have to run all the way around. And whatnot. I used to play a game called Lineage. And that Lineage game, you had fences. And you could not jump over the fences. You had to walk all the way around the fences over and over and over. It drove me crazy. So in this game, you can jump over the fences. You can climb up on stuff. You can do all sorts of fun stuff. Case in point, right here. Here we go. Whoop. Over the fence, just like that. And that's one of the first things I tested in this game, by the way. Is the ability to jump over fences and stuff. Now, we're going to be watching for stuff coming out of the sky because we're kind of running around here at nighttime. We're trying to find these lost presents and whatnot to try to turn these in. Like that. And again, I saw a bunch of these falling in this area. Now, I don't know exactly where they fall. And the second I kind of see them falling, I'll make a mental note. Especially if I see a bunch of them falling in the same spot. But I'm just kind of scouting it out. And this is how I like to learn. I don't look stuff up on wikis. I don't go and look at maps and look where all the nodes are and that kind of stuff. I like coming up to it and going, oh, okay, there's a node for such and such thing. And oh, there's a thing. That's why I like doing this, which is called cartography, everybody. Where you go ahead and you write down, hey, I found this node here and I found that there. Right now, I could just look it up, but that's kind of boring. I don't want to just instantly know. I would much rather go and discover it for myself and do what I would really do if I was really there. If I was really there, I'd be carrying a book around and I would be sketching out a map of where I've been, what I've done, what I discovered, and then, of course, oh, okay, I found this here and I found that there, so I can find my way back to it again in the future. Now, of course, it would be way easier if we could just right-click and say, like you can in Valheim, and basically just put a note on the map. That would be way better. So I don't need to go look it up, and I don't need to write it down on a separate thing that I've kind of started on but never got back to. I will try to get back to it eventually. And that is my own map that I'm making as I go along. And why would I do that? Because that adds fun to what I'm doing. At least it adds fun for me. It's not everybody's cup of tea to be a cartographer and write down all the stuff you discover along the way. But I love to do it. It's very, very fun, though it is very time-consuming as well, and very involved when you're trying to make a note of, okay, I found an ore node here, and I found this particular mob in this particular area, and it was this level, and so on and so forth. It's very detail-oriented.
Sonny, do you have a Tanner's?
You gotta totally be into that type of thing to do that, because very quickly you're gonna realize it's very time intensive, for sure. I guess I could be gathering some of these prisms here. I could be sneaking over here and grabbing some crates. Now these guys are not going to aggro on me if they have their backs to me, because I'm level 60. But if I were to run closer to them, they definitely would aggro. So your aggro space is reduced based on your level difference to other mobs as well. And look, there's nobody out here. I haven't run across one person out here. I find Morningdale is usually pretty clear of peeps most of the time.
All right.
We haven't seen any meteors come down yet.
And, I got mats.
But I'm hoping they drop soon.
Do you have the full set?
Somewhere around here. They're around somewhere.
I guess it's
We'll get it going. Now, again, we're just kind of doing a bit of the event here. We're not going to be going all night long. Again, I've been streaming for 20 days in a row now. Every single day for about 8, 10, 15, 20 hours. Well, really 15 hours, I think, is the maximum. 15 and a half hours was the longest one I've done so far. Several of those, as a matter of fact. And I can feel my voice is getting absolutely destroyed. So we're going to try to rest up, and we're going to finish up our Fallout for Hope tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to go and, of course, play a bunch of Fallout 76 and do our daily. I might be on a bit early, too, just to do a bit of the daily that we didn't get to today, and then also do the daily for tomorrow, and then also be back on Sunday night doing some more New World, so we can get in here and we can try to keep our quest going. Now, we're going to get back into the rhythm of what we were doing before, and that is we'll be back to playing New World on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and then also I will be playing it offline as well with my crew. I like both playing it on the stream so you guys can go along on the journey, but then also playing with my crew separately so that I'm not always so distracted as sometimes it happens, because of course I'm talking to you guys in the chat, I'm doing a lot of things, I'm trying to keep the stream running and whatnot. I'm usually doing any of 100 different things here in the stream.
I can meet you in Everfall.
And it's good just to have time with the crew, right? And say, hey, do you need help something? Let's go do this, let's go do that kind of thing, that kind of offline time. As well as it leaves me time to run around and do quests and, collect materials for my crew and other things like that. And then also, it allows me to AFK more often when I'm also doing real life stuff. So I might come in, collect a little bit, then, the wife calls, hey, I need help with such and such thing. Then I go ahead and AFK, go ahead and do that. One of my daughters today passed out from the flu. Right in the middle of when I was on the homepage, everybody. And my wife took care of it, but I told her, I said, the next time my child passes out, you call me immediately. I don't care what I'm doing. I don't care if I'm on the homepage of Twitch. I'm going to AFK. Absolutely. My wife's such a sweetheart, though. She knows that's an amazing opportunity to be on the homepage. It's an amazing opportunity for St. Jude and for us to go ahead and unlock that. But in a second, I would have said, sorry, everybody. I know I'm on the homepage. I got to peace out, and I got to take my child to the clinic, in which my wife did. Took her over there, and she's feeling much better, by the way, everybody. She, apparently has the flu and isn't feeling good. Now, I am highly susceptible to getting sick, everybody. This is why I don't go outside anymore, because I do have a reduced immune system because of my other conditions, my sleep apnea, my vertigo, my inability to sleep because of insomnia and things like that. So I have to be very careful about it, and I can feel a bit of a cough coming on. So I don't know if it's just from me streaming every single day. I hope I'm not getting the flu as well. So Let's keep our fingers crossed. I don't want to be passing out on stream either. Because sometimes I will be sitting here, everybody, and the room will start spinning. I will absolutely, I'll be like,
Extra.
I'll be going like that more than a few times. And I just kind of wait to see what it feels like. Am I going to fall out of my chair? I've literally fallen out of my chair. But I've sat here a long time ago. I haven't had that happen in a long time. But I've literally fell out of my chair here working at my desk because of my vertigo. All of a sudden I get really dizzy, and then I'll find myself on the floor laying like this because I've fallen out of my chair. And I got so ill back in the day, and I thought it was because of some medicine that I was taking. I was taking it for sinus infections. I kept getting sinus infections. And so I was taking this medicine for it. And then I stopped the medicine and I still was dizzy. And I was like, well, wait a minute. Why am I still dizzy? Is it the medicine? Is it me? What is it? And then I found out, but guess what? Nope, that's now a permanent thing for you, Kismet. You're going to be dizzy for the rest of your life. So I don't know what caused it or what triggered it. I don't know if that was that medicine or some sort of ear imbalance that I have because I'm partially deaf in one of my ear. And whatnot. I don't know, too much in the water, too much partying, too much who knows what back in the day has caught up with me now. Oh, there's a present down there. I see a penny. Let's get it. Or in this case, a present. That might be our new thing, everybody. I see a present, and then leap off the high area. Now I'm hoping to see some meteors. I don't see any meteors here. Yet in this area. Maybe if we pop back down and watch out for this place. But they modified this place. It's no longer fun. I don't think. I don't think it's very fun. Let's go to the south side over here. I very rarely go to the south side. So let's go ahead and cool that down. We'll bounce over here. We did a little bit of a run around there. And we'll go to the south side and see any. Because we saw some when we were running along the south side. We saw some when we were running along the shore coming down as well. We'll go check it out. We'll go check it out. Fishing. Any bait will decrease the time taken to something. It went away before I could even read it. All right, back over here at town, and we'll go ahead and run out the south side. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Oh, let's not forget our gifts. I almost forgot to get the gifts from here. Now, I don't know where this gypsum thing is. Don't tell me. Part of the fun is me figuring it out as I go. If I really want to know, I'll say, hey, chat, tell me such and such thing. If I don't say, hey, chat, tell me this thing, if I'm just talking about the thing, don't tell me the answer, all right? That's called backseat gaming. I just try to commentate a bit. A lot of people watch my stream because I actually tell what I'm thinking about, what I've discovered, tips that I find along the way. As opposed to just sitting here going like this the whole time. Which I don't enjoy. I like it when I'm watching streams and they're commentating on what they're doing. I find it a lot more interesting. Now, sometimes when they're really high-level players, like, you know, Shroud or someone like that, who is like the clutch master, who is like, you know, he's in a team of 4, the other 3 people die, he goes and kills all 4 of the other team. That's pretty clutch right there, everybody. Big time. Now, that stuff, I don't mind. That, when they're playing at that high level, I don't mind. But if you're just running around in an MMO, it's good to kind of get an idea of why am I going to the south right here? Because I've already gone to the north. So I'm going to go to the south and see if there's any presents laying around, right? So that's my thought process. And then also I want to see these meteors coming down. Where's these meteors? Now, Kismet's law of gaming, everybody. When you're looking for it, you can't find it. I'm not looking for those presents, really, because I'm trying to trick the game. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for the meteors. So the fact that I'm looking for it means that I'm not going to find it that easy. And the fact that when I'm not looking for it, I will have nothing but that. Hey, let's go, piggies. That I will have nothing but that stuff, and I will just have a ton of it I will be running by as I'm going around. So when you're looking for it, can't find it. When you're not looking for it, plenty around everywhere. Which I find is pretty much the way it goes. Oh, look at my tracking and skinning. Oh, I just got it up a little bit more. So you're getting into that that next level as you're doing it. Now, tracking and skinning is the only thing I have at maximum. And you're getting into that next level of aptitude. You can see I have just a little bit going there as I go along. A great way of extending your crafting. And again, that's a bold move, everybody. That's a bold move to just radically change or add a system on top of the systems you already have. And I give New World tons of credit for that. You know, they didn't like their, their system. They said, oh, it sucks. Let's go ahead and come out with an expertise system. Let's go ahead and put it in there so you know when you go to look at your character. This way. You know what your equipment score is, right? You know where you stand, right? That's a brilliant change. That's a good change for the player, not just for the game. The player now knows what's going on. They know, okay, hey, I get it. I'm getting the thing. Or whenever they get a level up, it actually comes up with a banner and says, hey, guess what? You've leveled up this particular slot of your gear, right? That's what you do. You always try to iterate and improve the player experience, not just go in and add something because it's the latest tech or the latest thing that, the fancy thing you want to throw in there. It needs to have a purpose. It needs to have a reason to be there. Otherwise, don't add it. Don't add it. Don't spend that resource time. You could be fixing bugs. You could be adding more quality of life stuff. You could be doing 1,000 other things than adding this feature just because it's a fancy feature. And now I need 3 GTX 950s or whatever the name of the cards are now. I need 3 of those now because you added all these fancy graphics and fancy stuff to the game that I don't really care about after about an hour playing the game. The graphics are beautiful in this game, but do you think I'm always thinking about the graphics? Probably not. Usually about 15, 20 minutes into the game, I'm not even thinking about the graphics anymore. It's great to run around, though, because the whole game becomes part of the story. And I'm just kind of running from place to place and trying to find some places where these meteors might drop. And they're supposed to drop at nighttime. I don't see any. Oh, hello. Oh, a little sneaky one under here. Now, I've actually tried to get stuff from the water and almost drowned. Watch out for buffaloes that are in the water, and when you try to loot them, they take a really long time. And you can actually drown underwater while trying to collect it. I have that achievement in game. I actually drowned while trying to get it. It's pretty awesome. I think those kind of things should be achievements myself. All right, so I'm kind of running around. I'm hoping something comes down so I can show you this cool effect that happens when they drop. Sadly, no luck. Where am I going here? Maybe I'll kind of go over this way. As well, again, zooming out, especially at nighttime, you can see them way off over there. I love collecting stuff. I can do this endlessly. I can just run around, collect stuff, hour, 2 hours, 20 hours. I can do it for days on end. I have a high resistance to repetition. As a graphic designer, you do a lot of repetition, everybody. You do this thing, you click that thing, you do this thing, you run it out, do this thing, do that thing, run it out. Click that thing, do that thing, run it out. Right? That's what you do a lot as a graphic designer. And occasionally, you get really cool stuff where you can do unique designs and things like that. But most of your bread and butter is make a logo, run out this thing, make this ad, do this cereal box, make this t-shirt, do this comic book, that kind of thing. It's really your bread and butter. Make this stationery, things like that, business cards, mundane stuff like that. That you do, I've done thousands, tens of thousands of business cards, everybody. A lot of that stuff as well. Because that's what a designer does. A designer does whatever your client needs. That's what you do. You go and you are trying to help them succeed at what they do. And the better you are at capturing and encapsulated what they're all about, then the better designer you will be. A way of combining symbols, right? So say you take something that, say they're all about delivery, and they're going to deliver on time every single time. And how can you make and symbolize that, right? Maybe they're like an app that does like constellations and things like that. How can you come up with an icon that represents their business and represents their apps and so on and so forth? It's not an easy thing. It's not as easy as you would think because a lot of the stuff is already taken. a lot of the stuff is already being used in various different forms. And so you don't want to copy someone else's thing. You don't want to have the same logo as some other brand. You want to have a unique style to their brand. That's why they're coming to you. They can go to a copy machine and copy someone else's logo, in which they'll get massively sued, by the way. Especially the big companies will sue you into oblivion. Do not copy, but you can draw inspiration from. There's nothing wrong with that. Drawing inspiration from other people's ideas and then make it unique. That's the real important part, everybody. Do not steal other people's artwork. Do not do that. That's one of the things as an artist. And do not expect artists to do stuff for you for free. I do not do nothing for free, not even for family. I'm a professional graphic artist. I've been to the highest tier, the highest mountaintop of graphic design. And if you wanted to hire me, you probably couldn't afford me. Sorry. Because I am not just making you a logo. What you're paying for is my experience. 30 years of being a graphic designer. I do not sell myself short. I do not come in and say, hey, I'm going to do a logo for $5. Oh, no. You want a logo for $5? Bam, there's plenty of people going to give you a junky logo for $5. But if you want the best, if you want the person who's going to make it happen, you're going to want the person who's going to deliver on what they say and is going to follow up on what they do every single time, then I'm your man. And that's why I charge more than anybody else. And I still, to this day, I still have people emailing me saying, hey, Kismet, could you please do this project for us? Could you please do that? And I was like, nope, sorry, I don't do graphic design anymore for other people. I am doing this. This is what I'm doing now. And you got to have focus in your life. I have a giant list of things that I would love to get to. 3D animations, all sorts of updates, people I'd love to work with, companies I'd like to have as sponsors or to work with and create unboxings and all these things, right? But you only have so much time. You only have so much energy and resources that you have available to you based on how much money and how much time in the day, whether you have other obligations like family obligations or another job or whatnot. All of those things are vitally important. I also have to make time for managing all the stuff behind the thing. I have to make time for going on social media and then posting things and following up and reading other people's social media and see what's going on in my particular industry. I still keep up with graphic design and 3D animation, as well as I keep up with gaming and see what games are coming out and all of that. And I listen to all your guys' feedback when you put it on the Discord. I read every single post over there on the Discord, whispers that people send me. And I usually get about 10 to 15 whispers every single day. Yeah. And then I'm responding to them. Same thing with emails. I'm responding to them and whatnot. Oh, there's something shiny down there. Let's go check it out. It's shiny. I must have the shiny. Come on with the meteors already. I want to see some cool meteors. I think it's almost morning time. Maybe it's just so dark in this area that it looks like it's nighttime. I don't know. Oh, this is one of those ones you got to shoot. Padow! Whoa! That gave me 22 presents. Okay, those are awesome. That gave me a whole lot, everybody. That gave me a lot of recovered presents. Now, though, how do I get out of here? How do I get out of this spot I put myself in? Where the heck am I at, man? I'm wandering all over the place. Ooh, I want to go up this way. I want to go this way and figure out what that is right there. Let's go ahead and head this way. Now, one of the cool things they did in this game, again, is the climbing. And I find climbing to be incredibly enjoyable if you can grab onto something. Now, another thing they did is also reduce, if you do make a mistake and you start to slide down, they reduce the amount of fall damage that you take, right? You don't instantly die if you just fall a little bit. You can fall a long way and be just fine. Now, I need to watch out right here because these are high level. Why can't I not see that on my map, by the way? Those are level 45 mobs right there. Now, I could probably take on a few, but I'm certainly not going to take on like 10, 15 of those suckers, that's for sure. Oh, look at this cool thing right here. Oh, an Azoth spring. I didn't even know that was even out here. Boom, there we go. Some Azoth water. Or maybe I did know that was out here. Maybe I've run across that before. So what we need to do is we need to get back up on the road up there So part of the fun is a bit of parkour, right? Trying to figure out how to get back up there. Now, I look for little pedestals like this thing right here. I try to jump up, see if you can let me get there. I'll get up on this pedestal. And then I'll also do a little Tomb Raider action where, come on, get up there. Get up there, bro. Get up there. Zoom in. Come on, I believe in you. Get up on that little ledge. Get up there. Okay. Okay, this is how it's going to be, yeah? I feel like he's just slipping off of there. Even if I do get on there, he'll slip off. So I'm trying to get up on that ledge so I can try to jump and grab the ledge over here. And sometimes the ledge may look out of reach, but sometimes he grabs it anyway. He'll grab that ledge if he can get up there high enough. And I kind of feel like that's what this purpose of this thing is right here. If I can get my darn character to get up there and then jump and then try to grab it. I couldn't quite get it on that one. That's okay. Then just keep running. Eventually you'll find your way around or you'll find your way up to where you're going. Oh, more loot right here. Let's grab some of this. And I want to see some of these meteors coming down from up above. Look at the moon over there. Beautiful. And we'll just run our way around here, try to find our way to the road. And try to discover this over here. And you're like, Kismet, I can't believe you haven't discovered every point and everything and done everything in the game. I don't play that way. I don't try to burn myself out on a game in a week. I feel like that's like sabotaging yourself to do that. And I also have other members that are leveling up and they're on their way up. So I'm not in a hurry to try to like leave them behind. One of the cool things about this game is no matter what level you are, you can play it with your crew. You can still run through dungeons together and do all that fun stuff and help them out, members of any level. So that's really fun as well. There we go. How much hours may I need to level up to 60 if I just run around, do some quests and stuff in a chill mode? I'm thinking about buying this game, but I would play it solo most of the time. If you're playing solo, I kind of feel like you would level up way faster. I've seen some people do it in a week, in a few days, 3-4 days. It really is how much time and effort you put into it. I play in chill mode. I play, just take my time, go from here to there and enjoy reading all the quest lines and doing all of the stuff. And in this case, I'm just running around looking for presents that are falling from the sky while I'm discovering different little points of interest as I go. Sometimes I'm doing stuff with my crew, with my guild. We're running around doing PvP or PvE quests. We're doing crafting exchange. We're doing portals. We're doing dungeons, aka expeditions is what they call them here in the game. I would not even worry about how long it's going to take you to get to 60. It's going to happen naturally. What I would do is just get in the game and enjoy it for what it is, right? Enjoy it for the different parts of the game that you enjoy. If you like crafting, well, hey, there's a ton of crafting and collecting and refining that you can do, and you can build all that stuff up. Now you're like, well, Kismet, what classes can I be? There are no classes. That's right. You can make combinations of all these different weapons, and based on which combinations you do, hey-o, is what your kind of class is. And if you don't like it at any time, you can just go ahead and choose a different weapon. You can see I'm using a great axe right now, and I'm about to finish, boom, that guy off right there. Oh, thank you for the follow. And you can see also that I can loot that character even though I'm not in that crafting, right? You can do all the crafting on one single character. This ain't no World of Warcraft where you have to, have a bunch of alts doing a whole bunch of different crafting and a whole bunch of that BS. You just have one character and you can literally get all the crafting leveled up if you want. And I've seen some people have 200 everything or 200 everything and no fishing. Me, I'm just taking my time. The only thing I have at 200 is tracking and skinning, and I've been playing since the game launched. And actually, I've been playing since the open beta, the closed beta, and the early preview for quite a long time. And I'm also a New World creator, so there we go. I enjoy the game. The game is great, has a great foundation, and they're bold enough to know when a system sucks. And they say, look, you know what? We listen to your feedback. That system sucks. It's out, right? I don't know of any other game company that would make that quick a move, like in a month. Like in a month, they said, okay, we've reviewed this system. We think we have a better system. Let's go with expertise. Let's let you guys know where you're at with your system or with your gear slots, because each slot is individual. So you have to get your shield slot up. You have to get your weapon slots and your armor slot in each individual armor slot. And I like that. I like to have something to do when you hit the max level. I'm level 60, but I have plenty to do. I can get all my gear score up, so when I'm doing the harder levels of those expeditions, and those expeditions are going to get harder and harder, different mutations levels that make it more and more rewarding, because you get better and better stuff from those mutation levels. So it actually has a bit of an in-game now. So you have that kind of in-game progression that you can do harder and harder content. And I like that. I like to have something always to do in game, whether it's just running around collecting, which is what I'm doing and what I love to do. Bye-bye, kitty. I love to run around and collect stuff. Woohoo! And grab stuff as well. I was hoping to get some of these meteors, but sadly, no meteors for Kismet. What was I doing? Oh, I was discovering the thing. So I found Morning Bridge, which is right there. Awesome. I love waterfalls. All right, let's go. Whoop. And you have a bunch of stuff you can go around and collect, a whole bunch of areas to do. You can actually choose a faction and then be part of that faction. We're on the Syndicate faction, which is the underdog on this server now. We used to be the big dog, but some people have already left. Some of the big streamers that we came over to back up, they've moved on to other games, as I knew they would, everybody. Big streamers have to go where the views are, basically. Me, I don't do that. I go where I want to be. I go where my members are, and I go where all of you who come in and hang out on my channel, no matter what game I'm playing. I appreciate each and every one of you as well. Now, speaking of fun things we can do in the stream, let me go ahead and click some buttons and flip some switches, and let's go ahead and go to my office and give away this loot. Let's go. Now you watch while I'm in here giving away this loot when these meteors are going to come down. I see another lost present there I'm going to grab. All right, everybody. Now I've been giving away literally hundreds of games. We're really getting close to hundreds of games. And we're going to go ahead and draw another winner right here in the stream and show you guys some love. Let's do it. Let's get it going on right here. Now, here we go, everybody. In 3, 2, 1. Now, don't forget the GGs. No matter if you win or not, make sure to show some love to the winner. And bam! Right there, you are the winner. Katie Wolf coming in, sneaking in right there at the end. I saw you sneaking in there, Katie Wolf. Showing that love. Bam! But hey, they're your caps. Use them when you need them. And get that going on. Now, again, here's what you do, Katie Wolf. You go in and you go ahead and whisper me right here. You say, hiya. Right there, go ahead and click my name. Kismet, I won the random game giveaway. Let's see some GGs in the chat. Let's see that love and hype. Now, the more GGs you put in the chat, the more Kiz Caps I'm going to give to you guys for the next giveaway as well. And you're like, well, Kismet, when's the next giveaway? Right after this one. That's when it's going to be. Hey, Zero, thank you very much for the follow as well. Appreciate that a little bit ago. We're going to get it going on. So we're going to mark that giveaway as done right over here. So again, Katie Wolf, go ahead and make sure whisper me. If you don't whisper me, I assume you don't want it. I will give it away to somebody else. More random game giveaways right here. Let's go ahead, boom, and get another one started up. Now you might be going, Kismet, how do I be part of the giveaways? Well, here's what you do. Exclamation loot to see how many Kiz Caps you got. Now it's 10 Kiz Caps per one giveaway ticket. So if you have, say, 1,205 Kiz Caps, you just take the last number off, right? Maybe you got 120,000 Kiz Caps, right? Just take that last number off, and then you know you got 12,000 tickets you could buy. Well, you can't because you only buy up to 10,000, but there you go. Use them. They're your Kiz Caps. Use them when you need them, like right here. Look at this. He's got 87,000 tickets right there. Machete right there. Or Machete. Getting a lot of caps right there. You could put a lot of them in there. Now, in your case, say you have 87,729. You can just take the 9 off the end. You can buy 8,772 tickets. You can also just go, and if you're the first time you enter the giveaway, you can just go exclamation ticket space max and just put the maximum amount of tickets that you can possibly buy in that particular giveaway. It's up to you. They're your caps. Use them when you use them. But if you've already put some tickets in, you can't use the max feature. I suggest exclamation loot. See how many kids caps you got. Take the last number off, and you know how many tickets you can buy. All right. And you are off and running. Look at that. Zarkane with a bunch. Woo, mama. 156,000. Now, there's somebody who's been hanging out in the stream right there. Tons and tons of kids caps. Now, remember, everybody, they do expire every single year on December 31st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, why do they expire? So everybody has a chance to be the caps leader every single year. Just evens the playing field for everybody to be that top leader. Now, if you are the top caps leader, you automatically get stuff from me. In fact, the top 3 people get something directly from me, and so do my mods, by the way, get something directly from me. To all of you for your support throughout the whole entire year. It's been an incredible, incredible year, everybody. I appreciate all of you coming in, showing the love. Man, I really want to see that meteor thing come down. I'm doing a whole lot of I'm running around grabbing presents right now. All right, so that was a lot of love you guys gave. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some love right back. Here we go. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. 4,000, 5,000 caps right there. Now, also, remember, you can go out and retweet. You can follow that link, that second link right over there. Hit that like button, hit that retweet button. If we hit the 10 retweets, we're going to give you guys another 1,000 Kiz caps. If my mod's still there, watching over the chat, or I will give it out to you either way. As well. Now, don't forget, everybody, we're here for a reason. We're here for Fallout for Hope. I've been playing a bunch of Fallout 4. I'll be playing some more tomorrow. And we're here to raise funds for St. Jude Children's Hospital, doing 20 days in a row. That's right. That's a lot of streaming, everybody. Let's go ahead and pop back over and keep going. We'll see what else we can find in New World. Have you done the Astroneer giveaway yet? Yes, I have, but shh, there's a secret, everybody. I have more codes. And I'm going to be playing Astroneer on Tuesday, so hint, hint, wink, wink. Wink, wink, I am death. Wink, wink, bro. So make sure to be here on Tuesday when I'm playing some Astroneer. And for all of you who haven't discovered it yet, Astroneer is also coming out on the Switch, which I think is going to be an amazing game on Switch. That's such the perfect game for Switch, everybody. I think that is a stroke of genius to have that come out. I've already pre-ordered mine. Even though I already own it on PC, I already pre-ordered it over there as well. By the way, they also have Astroneer as part of Xbox Game Pass as well. I believe it's still there. I'd go look it up. And try it out. Again, one of my favorite games. I love the mechanics of it. I love the way that it's just a very kind of survival game. Plus, it also has like stuff you unlock and you build all these ships and you power up the planet and you do all this kind of fun stuff in there. In which you could do now mobile, right? You can just take your Switch with you and play it on the go. Maybe when you take a train or a bus or whatever. Or you're like, at your in-laws for the holidays and they're all crazy. And you got that crazy Uncle Fred who you're just trying to ignore. You can play some Astroneer on the Switch instead. Instead of dealing with Uncle Fred. There you go. I'm home on Tuesday. Well, there you go. I am Death. You know where to be. 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right here in the stream. And again, everybody, I saved a few giveaways for tomorrow and for next week, all right? In fact, we're going to be doing giveaways all the way till the 24th. So make sure to be here in the stream. The 24th is a Thursday, I believe, right? It's Friday, all the way till Friday, yeah. Or actually, all the way till Thursday, because I'll be off on Friday. So all the way till the 23rd, to be very, very specific. I forgot the 24th was a Friday. So, yes, I will be going till the 23rd. Then I will be off on Friday the 24th and the 25th. And then the 26th and 27th. And I will be sleeping most of those days away and spending time with family as I recover and have my days off, where I will be working on videos and getting everything ready for next year, as well as starting to work on stuff that is like 6 months from now, giveaways and events and other fun things like that. That's how far ahead that I work on stuff. All the stuff I did this month is from June. That's how far back. And of course, from between June and now, I was getting all this ready and getting this together. I worked very, very hard. I'm one of the hardest working streamers on Twitch. I do work 7 days a week on my stream in one way or another. Now, obviously, I'm 51 years old, everybody. I'm not doing it 20 hours a day. In fact, if I was doing it 20 hours a day, I would call for you guys to do an intervention. Do not give up your whole entire life to your job, right? Now, this is an amazing job, everybody. If I could really actually pay my rent and pay my house payment and pay for food and all that stuff by doing this, that would be amazing. But I don't seek that out anymore, everybody. I don't have to prove how successful I am anymore. I don't have to have a fancy car and a fancy house and all that things. I need just enough food, water, and shelter, and the things that my kids need, clothing and things like that, and things for like renting instruments so they can learn to play the different instruments. My kids play a bunch of different instruments, by the way, of their choosing. They play the piano, they play the violin, they play the cello, they play the mandolin, the flute, and a whole bunch of other fun stuff that they've learned, including all three of them know how to ride a unicycle. I don't even know how to ride a unicycle, everybody. I tell you, I probably injure myself and I hurt the other shoulder doing that. But I love that in people. I love unique skills. You should always seek out unique skills, even if some people try to make you feel different from everybody else. Say, "Oh, unicycle's weird. Why learn?" Because it's cool, everybody. I think it's cool to have unique skills. Some people don't. If you don't fit in their little mold that they try to put you in. Humans are very complex beings, everybody. They're not just one thing. A person is not just one thing. They are a complex mix of a bunch of things, right? Like me, I'm an artist. I'm also a gamer. I love anything to do with the water. I love to go surfing. I love to go boating. I have all sorts of interests and backgrounds. I love 3D animation, architecture. I love to help people and teach people. And one of my best traits and my best skills in my life that I've discovered is I'm an incredibly great problem solver. And of all the skills that you want to have in lifetime, problem solving would be the number one for me. So I lucked out on that one. I have an innate ability to solve problems. So when I see a problem, I'm like, oh man, that's like that other thing that we had the problem with before. And I bet I could do kind of something similar to solve the same problem. And bam, problem solved. Just like that. Same thing when you're having production problems. If you're a graphic designer, you will always run into production problems. Someone calls in sick, this happens, that happens, something crashes, the hard drive goes down, whatever it is, or they lost the file, or it doesn't have the fonts, or whatever it is, right? It's always some sort of problem solving that you're constantly doing, and that's a powerful skill to have. If you are a problem solver, I wanted to hire you back in the day. Believe me, I hired problem solvers over anybody else. Even people who are like the best at what they do but are terrible at solving their own problems, at being self-motivated and being able to basically do it on their own without me having to go in there and tell them how to solve the problem. If I have to come and tell you how to solve the problem, then I don't need you as an employee. Then that means that I'm doing your job and I could just pay myself instead. That's what you want to be. You want to be the type of person that says, oh, you give it to me and I'll take care of it. GG, I'll just go ahead and get it done. That's it. That's all that any employer wants, right? They don't want the drama. You bringing your drama from home in. They don't want all of that. They just want someone who shows up on time and does their best work. That's it. And basically can do it. And if you do that, you will be a very valuable employee. Now, of course, sometimes, even though you are a great employee like that some managers who might be jealous of your skills. I've had that before as well. People become jealous of your skills or they become jealous of your success. And that's a terrible thing, everybody. I don't get jealous of other people's success. In fact, I revel in their success. I like to see other people be successful. And if I had a small hand in that success, that's even one better, right? When you revel in someone else's success, you know that you've transcended that self-ego, that, I've got to be the best and I've got to be the successful one and I'm better than this other person and I don't know why I'm not successful and they are, right? That kind of stuff only sabotages you and it sabotages your relationships with other people. like here on Twitch, right? If I were to go, oh man, well, I can't believe they turned me down as a partner. This other person, they don't have as many followers as me. They don't have as many people in my channel, right? Oh man, I got more people in my channel and I got more subs than that other person. They didn't partner me, right? That's a terrible take, everybody. You do not want to come from that. That's a negative attitude, and people do not want to be around from there. And I don't blame them for not partnering because they don't want to listen to that negative attitude. But if you say, hey, like I did, they came to me and they turned me down hundreds of times, everybody. Hundreds of times from partner. For the first 2 years, they just did nothing but turn me down all the time. Every single time I would send it in. I'd send it in every 2 weeks. Again and again, because I'm relentless, everybody. I never give up. I will send it in there until the end of time, until the world breaks and we're absorbed by the sun. Until my very last day of existence, I would keep sending it in. But I learned a little trick. I went to TwitchCon. I learned it from my buddy Pluto, who is one of the reps over there, who said, have you ever tried to hit reply when they denied your partnership? And I'm like, I didn't know I could do that. And so what I did is I started doing that. And then they replied back, and I said, well, what can I work on to get my stream to be better? And they're like, well, work on, your graphics, work on your presentation, work on being better and get more people in your channel and try to get the word out and stuff like that. Try to work on your concurrence, how many people are in your channel and all of that. And I said, I'm on it. And then I would go and I would crush that goal. And I'd say, look, I crushed it. Now what's the next goal? Well, do this. All right. Take it on like a challenge every single time. And then report on how you did. Don't make them come to you. You go to them and say, look what I did. I did the thing that you said I needed to do. Boom. What else you got for me? Come on, bring it on. And I did that for a long time, everybody. And one day, I sent the partner thing in, and I got affiliate, of course. Oh, hold on. Always when I'm on a roll, OBS. I'm in the zone. I'm on a roll. That's the moment it freezes. I'll put a 1 in the chat where you can see and hear me, and I'll continue that story. Let me know in the chat. Darn OBS. Right when I'm in a roll, right when I'm in the zone. I'm telling you, I was in the zone there. Let me know in the chat, everybody, when you can see and hear me, because I froze there for a little bit. There we go. Thank you, Crazy. I appreciate that. So what I did was I sent it in, and normally what they do is they send it back and they say, too bad, too sad, you're not going to be a partner, right? And again, hundreds of times I've done that, everybody. And again, I'm relentless. I'll just keep sending it in, keep working at it, try to be better at what I do constantly, try to be better all the time, and try to find something unique that's unique to you in your particular stream. Don't go copy someone else and try to be the next Shroud or Tim the Tatman or Dr. Disrespect or whatever, whoever your favorite streamer is, and go out and try to be them. Don't be them. They're already them. You don't need to be them. What you need to be is you need to be you. And what's funny about you, what's interesting about you, what makes you uniquely you. And that's what people tune in for. People could be watching New World in any channel right now. But why are they in mine? Because I'm uniquely me. And I try to bring a little love and positivity into their day. And people who are looking for that come in. Or maybe they're just here for the giveaways. I don't know. I'm not their papa. I don't have to tell them, hey, if you're just here for the giveaway, get out of here. If you want to win something, come on in. Have some fun. That's what I'm here to do. Give a little joy here during the holiday season. But definitely make it uniquely you. So one time I said in my partner thing, and I asked all my streamer buddies, and I said, look, I'm really going for partner this time. I'm going to go ahead and go in there, and if you want to, come in, show my stream some love, give me a shout out on social media, whatever it is, and I built up a network of peeps who were willing to come in and say, Kismet, we love you, man. We love what you do. I've been so inspired by your stream that I went on, and they went on to, even though I was a bigger streamer than them, and then I went and I hosted them and boosted them up when they were really just beginning, and they went on to be partnered before me. Did I go, oh, how dare they partner him before me and do all of that stuff? No, that's not what a friend does, everybody. You don't put conditions on friendship. Oh, hey, I helped you, now you got to help me. No, you don't do that either. Now I'm talking about, when you're in business, you don't do that because it will definitely ruin that. And also if you just have regular friendships as well. Now, of course, if you have a friend that asks you to help them move and you go help them move, and then when you really need the help and they're not there for you, that's a red flag. That's a red flag in real life, that type of friend, right? And so more of a like really close friend versus an acquaintance or someone that you might know through the business or through just running into them around the world as you're going along in life. But they did come in and they showed me lots of love here in my stream. And then I sent in my partner agreement and they didn't send it back to me right away. And so a week went by, 2 weeks went by, 3 weeks went by, and I'm freaking out. I'm going, well, wait a minute, did they not get it? Did they not get the thing? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and send it in again. And I'm going to send them a little video to go along with it, telling them, look, I've got all the requirements. I did all the things you told me to do. I unlocked all that stuff. I've got all this love and support from my other larger community and all my streamer pals and all of that stuff. And I send that video in. And look at that purple check mark right down there. A 51-year-old partially disabled man is a partner streamer on Twitch. Now, I'm only one of about 40 to 50,000, a very small group out of 8-9 million streamers here on Twitch. And I consider that one of my great achievements of my lifetime, is that I went from a disabled person, stuck in the bed, couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything. And I was so motivated to get out of the bed and do this and love to do this every single day and make videos and talk with you guys and bring a little joy into people's day, that happened. That thing happened to me in my life because I never give up and I never surrender. I never go in and say, well, I tried. I tried for a couple days. Nope, I'm going to give up. Right? I don't ever give up. And that's why I always succeed at all the things that I do. Now, have I failed at some things before? Partially, but not totally. I've never totally failed at something because I never give up on it. I'm always so focused on what I need to do next to push myself forward in that thing. And I've always gone on to be the boss of everywhere I worked. I've always gone on to make a high salary in everything I do. Now, I can't do that now because I'm partially disabled, so it's very difficult for me to go work at Apple anymore or to work at places like that require you to be at your best, at your highest level, right? And that's one of the things when I worked at Apple is that you had to get 100 on every test. You had to absolutely kill it every single day to be up in that upper echelon of all the other amazing people who are working there. And some of those people are geniuses, everybody. I am not a genius. There is two types of smart, I think. There is really smart people, right? The Mensa people and the real smart people who can remember stuff and do stuff. And then there's people like me who are work hard smart, who have to reread that same paragraph again and again and again in school until you just basically have to force it into your brain, and then you take the test and you pass the test. That's what you have to do through repetition. And that's the way I have to learn, is through repetition and through doing it over and over. Now, even more difficult now that I have trouble sleeping and I have trouble with vertigo, remembering anything. I have real trouble. Like my wife will literally tell me something. I'll turn around, talk to one of my kids, and then forget what she just told me. So that's really scary as an older person, everybody. One day I'm probably going to forget who I am. I'm going to log into the stream here, and you guys are going to have to remind me who I am. You guys got to say, oh, your name is Kismet. You are a streamer here on Twitch. You're partnered, and you like to play Fallout, and you like to play other survival and fantasy games. There you go. I hope you guys have that ready as like a macro to remind me every single day. I'll be like that. That lady on that 50 First Dates where she forgets every night the previous day. I'll be like that. I'm a little scared that will happen to me in my lifetime. But what I'm really thankful for is that I am not dead, that I'm still alive and I didn't give up, because that was an option. It was an option, just waste away in the bed. Bye-bye, no more Kismet. But I don't go that way. But no. I feel like the purpose of some things that happen in your life are to push you in the correct direction. It's like a course correction. So if you're going this way and then something, one door closes, another one opens kind of thing, and then it tries to steer you in a certain direction. Now you can call it divine intervention. You can call it Kismet, destiny, or fate, whatever you want to call it. I find that life gives you a little push in the right direction as well. Had I never went up and helped my friend go to the movies, he said, hey, Kismet, come up here and give me a ride. I'm a big mooch. Because he didn't have a car. So I had to drive basically 30, 40 miles up from Orange County to L.A., pick him up and his girlfriend, and then drive him to the movies. But guess who they had found on a bus? His girlfriend had met on a bus my future wife, who I've been with for 30 years. So had I not driven for 40 to 50 miles up there to pick him up and do a favor for a friend, I would now not have been with my wife, and I would have not had 3 beautiful daughters who I absolutely love. That is amazing things. That gives you a push in that direction. And sometimes when you say no, you miss out on those things, right? Sometimes you got to embrace that in your life. And it's not always going to go your way, everybody. That is for sure. It's not always going to go your way. You're going to have a lot of ups and downs and things that don't happen. You might, end up with the wrong person, which I've had a few of those crazy ladies that I've been with. Of course, I'm kind of crazy myself, so we're equally crazy. Back in the day, that didn't work out, right? There was no spark there. There was no magic. We met each other. We were supposedly, good for each other, whatnot. But there's no magic there. There's no spark there. There's no interest in that other person. If you're not really enthralled or in love with that person, I find that it is difficult, because the relationships are difficult, just basic. But if there's nothing there, if they don't respect you, if they don't put you number one above all other things, if you're not their most important thing and they're too busy doing other things, you might want to just watch out for that one. Because there's one thing I've learned is don't waste your time with that. Because if someone doesn't love you, then they're not worthy of your love, right? If they're just using you, if they're just, they're like your sugar daddy or sugar mama or whatever, while at first it may seem awesome, but later that can become like a prison for you, because you're just a trophy of theirs. You're just a thing to them, another collection in their mini collection of things that they have. You're not really even a person to them sometimes, and that's really messed up. Because I raised 3 strong, independent daughters that are going to be no one's token wife or token girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, right? I don't think so. They need to have their own thoughts and be able to survive on their own without any man. And then if that man's lucky enough to go be with them, like my daughter has got a boyfriend now. She's 16 years old. And I tell you that my daughter's like my wife. She's a strong, independent, super smart woman. She's also a young woman and is in honors. And she's doing math that I never even heard of in high school when I did it in college. Some of that math that she's doing now is way beyond me. I don't have no idea. But if she asks me for help, I'll try to help her. But I don't know. So she will go on, which is what you want as a parent. You want your child to outdo everything that you did in your life, pass on a little of the issues and problems that you've learned along the way. And there's going to get some of those lessons for free, and they're going to get a bunch of lessons the hard way, the pain and suffering by going through relationships, which nothing hurts more than that, everybody. Nothing hurts more than loving someone who doesn't love you back, which is pretty rough. Oh, look at this steeping zone right here. That is really painful, but you got to put yourself out there. You got to go for it, because guess what? You never know. And you know what? I find life surprises you a lot of times. Like, I thought, you know what? I'll be part of this Fallout for Hope thing. I'll go ahead and set it at 1,000. I thought 1,000 is kind of a bit too much. I don't think I'd probably do that. And, I'll stream every single day for 19, 20 days in a row. I could probably get about 500 or maybe here in my channel, because I don't have as large a channel as I had before. You know what I might do is I might contact Twitch and see if they put me on the homepage again. But I'm not a big old huge streamer. The chance of them putting on the homepage is probably less than 1%. So I said, okay, let's do it. And I said, you know what? Let's just go with 1,000. Let's not lower it down to 500. Let's see what happens. Day 1, you guys unlocked it. 1,000 unlocked. That's incredible. That's like something I'll never forget in my lifetime. That's an amazing thing that happens. And you got to recognize the moment and when amazing things happen in your life. You've got to recognize and cherish those moments. Like, I'll never forget that we raised $3,000 in 20 days pretty much for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And they are oh so grateful, everybody. All the people that you're going to help by donating there is just an incredible thing to think about. Incredible thing that the Fallout community and my community come together and help save lives. that's going to make a difference in someone's life. You had a hand in that. You had a hand in making a difference in someone else's life. And you should be real proud of that. Absolutely. Absolutely, for sure. So that's like 3 times as much as something that I thought was way too much in the first place. And I was on the homepage today. Did you know that? For those of you who missed out on it earlier, that's right. I was on the homepage of Twitch. Do you know there's 9 million streamers right now who wish to be on the home? Well, other than the some that were already on there, that wish to be on the homepage right now, because you know there's like 5-6 million people that come through that homepage all the time. I can tell you, I can look at the stats after the stream, and I can tell you there's probably between 5 to 6 to 10,000 people that came through my stream during that time in which I was on the homepage. Now, I didn't go on the homepage so I could get more cred or more clout or try to make more money or none of that stuff. It was about raising funds and making a difference in the lives of people. And I feel like if you come from that direction, instead of just doing it for the money and just doing it for all of that, money is a common thing, everybody. You only need a certain amount, right? And I know it's easy to say that when you have lots of money. I don't have lots of money anymore, but I know what it's like to have lots of money, to have enough money to go out and buy a $4,000 TV and buy thousands of dollars worth of new suits and go rent 30 Sea-Doos and party at the river and do all of that stuff. I've done that in my lifetime. And it's nice. It's good to not have to worry about your bills and all of that stuff. But you know what's way nicer is being enough without that stuff. If you're not enough without it, you're not going to be enough with it. It doesn't fill up that emptiness inside. It's just another trinket. And when you get that one thing, that fancy car or that fancy house, all right, cool, I got that. What's the next thing I need to get? It's that constant treadmill of trying to get that better thing and that better thing and that better thing. Now, if that's your jam, that's what you want to do in your life, hey, more power to you. It's your life. They're your life choices. You go right ahead. You definitely want to have some security for yourself, your security for your children, and things like that, and your spouse, of course, and your family. There's nothing wrong with going out and doing all of that. Now, again, no matter what you do in life, whether you're a janitor or whether you're the biggest CEO of the biggest corporation in the world, knowing that is very, very important. And the real thing that fascinates me, everybody, is really 2 things. One, people who have next to nothing, who still spend time doing oh God, I'm getting all emotional. Doing kind things for others, right? Why am I sitting here streaming every single day and going and streaming for charity and doing all of that stuff? Because I'm not on that treadmill anymore, everybody. I don't go and seek out success so that I can prove how great I am to other people. I don't answer to no one. I don't have to prove myself anymore. I've proved myself to the hardest person you're going to prove anything to in your whole life. That's me. Am I a good person? Am I a decent person? Am I the type of person that I would like to be a friend with, right? That's who I look at to be, right? I can only do what I can do. I am not in charge of everybody else other than my kids for now until they grow up and then they go off and I can then play games all day and have a great time. But basically, you're not in charge of other people, what they're doing, unless they're your children or whatnot, until they become of age. But it's their responsibility to do their stuff, and it's your responsibility to do your stuff. Now, of course, you can support them in that, but ultimately, if they're negative and they're being mean and cruel and all of that stuff, that's on them. It's not on you. It's not your fault. It's not your fault they're doing that. It's not your fault they're making bad choices. Best you can do is just be there for them and try to help them along their path if you want to be a good friend or a spouse or a loved one or whatever it is. That's what I think. Now, again, it's your life. They're your life choices. They're all on you. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you from my point of view, which is the best way to come from, everybody. I don't like to tell people what to do. You go do whatever you think is right for you in your life. I don't like to take away people's choices. One of the worst things you can do in life is take people's ability to choose what they want to do, because they only have so many minutes in their life. Like I've had many a time people tell me, Kismet, this is stupid. Why are you doing this streaming stuff? That seems like a dumb thing to do. You're not going to make any money doing that. You're going to be putting in hundreds and thousands of hours every single month, and you're going to barely survive. You're not going to get anything from it, and you're going to do this for years and get nothing from it. But they don't know that there's an intangible thing there that that you do get from it. You get a bit of joy. It fills you up inside when I give away stuff, when we raise funds, when we do amazing things that most people would come into my stream and say, Kismet, it's impossible. It's impossible for a streamer that literally has 44 people in his channel right now to raise $3,000 for charity. Do you know there's people that have right now 1,000 people in their channel and would probably not even be able to raise 500? Yes, that's right. That's how amazing my community is, and that's the type of community that I want to be part of. That type of a community that would rise up and show, hey, no, it's not impossible. It is possible to make that happen. And it's an incredible thing. And again, you need to recognize it in the moment. That's an amazing thing, everybody. That's incredible that happened here on my stream. That's amazing, I think. And I'm in like the top 5 or 10 of all the streamers out of 300 plus streamers that were raising funds for St. Jude's. And this is the first time I've done it. First time, knocked it out of the park right there. Thanks to all of you. Not just me. Yeah, I put a lot of time and effort into it and whatnot. But it's not just me. I'm not the reason for that success. It's a team thing. It's a group thing. That is the reason for that success. And if you make it all about you, oh man, look at me, I did this, I'm the best ever, and I created this thing, then it really makes it uncomfortable for other people as well. If you're constantly touting your success, right? That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to inspire you and let you know that if a 50-year-old disabled man can go out and do amazing things, you can go out and do those amazing things probably way better than I ever could. Absolutely. You probably are younger, stronger, got more energy, and better at whatever it is that you want to do in your life than I'll ever be, right? Just like some of my members. They'll be better at every single thing in the game. They'll be better at collecting. They'll be better at crafting. They'll be better at being a tank or a DPS. Maybe not a healer. I'm a pretty good healer. But at least, I get up in that upper level of healing and other things as well. So again, you got to recognize and relish in the success of others, and hopefully they'll relish in your successes, right? Great example is I had what I call a fallen star. One of my highest decorated members in the guild had come to me, and he had got corrupted by the dark side. The dark side of raiding, which is, hey, Kismet, we want to be an elite raiders. We want to just go ahead, get rid of all these noobs and only bring in the best of the best because we got some of the best in the game and we're crushing these raids and we want to only have the best, most elite players. And I'm like, no, that will never happen. I will never do that. My guild would never become just an elite group of the best who are just so self-involved. I'm like, it's a dead-end road. You do not want to go down that road. I'm telling you, I know where that road leads, and it leads to you just being a number in a big old guild that are just using you so they can get their guild for their equipment for their 5th alt of the leader, and you're getting nothing because guess what? You don't have enough dragon kill points. And they're over there, and they got 5 alts, and their 5 alts are all geared out. Meanwhile, your main doesn't even have any boots yet, right? That's how that system works. We don't do that system. You got a main, you need help, we're there to help you. That's how it goes. I don't have 12 alts and alted on there. In fact, I usually take my stuff last. I make sure that everybody else is geared up first. That's what a leader should do. I don't have to be the biggest, best, strongest of everybody. That's not how I lead. I lead by getting great people together and getting them to work together. And believe me, that there's nothing more powerful than that. There's no weapon, there's no item that you can get in game that is going to outdo a well-rounded team, a team that works together. I proved it 1,000 times and 1,000 times again. I've mastered sieges. I've gone in lineage and I've taken all the castles, not just a couple. I'm saying all of them. We dominated it, got our alliance together. We sent everybody in. We would have all of our range units fire at a single target, that target dead. Then I would choose another target. This guy, boom, that guy dead. This guy, bam, that guy dead. We'd run in there, grab the castle. That would be our castle. Just like that. And again, I've seen it again and again and again. There's a magic that happens when you put people together who are willing to work together and enjoy spending time with each other, right? Those are the rare people, not only in game, but also in where you work, right? When you're working with other excellent people who have a positive attitude, who love what they do, who come to work saying, man, I'm going to do my best work today, right? They elevate you. And of course, you want to be elevating them at the same time. That's what that's all about. That's the true use of teamwork. Otherwise, you have that one person who's the know-it-all, who's the boss, who's telling you what to do. And I'm sure you've had a few of those bosses as well, who thinks they know everything, and then you're sitting there rolling your eyes because they don't know anything they're talking about, and they're talking out of their butt, and you're like, oh God, it's this guy. It's this guy who thinks he knows everything, but he knows enough to think he knows everything, but he doesn't know enough to know that he knows nothing. A kind of a modified quote from the mighty Neil deGrasse Tyson there, by the way. An excellent speaker and amazing scientist in his own right. Awesome. That's the problem with some people. There we go. One thing, though, you put in the work, it'll come to fruition. If you are Jack, then no. But you're such a wholesome streamer and care about everybody else before you. Well, you know, I've done a lot of things in my life. I don't have anything left to prove to anybody, right? And I've been on the edge. I've been dodging the Reaper for years, everybody. And when you get to that point in your life, all that other BS that you thought was super important just goes by the wayside, right? Having the big house, having the most money in the graveyard, all of that stuff becomes irrelevant. And then you really focus on what's the most important thing for you in your life. Now, my wife is number one, and then my kids come second, and then family and extended friends, and then all of you, of course, are in that list. And then you say, well, what would I rather be doing? Would I rather be sitting here streaming and raising funds for St. Jude's, or would I rather be laying in the bed doing nothing? Now, I could just lay in the bed and it would be the same thing, everybody. I'd make the same amount of money, which is zero, doing that as well. But do I feel like that's worthy of my time? Do I really just want to waste away and then that's the end, right? That's the end of my life. That's the epitaph of my life, that at the end of my life, I just gave up and sat around all day watching videos and doing all of that stuff. If you find yourself doing that too much, watching videos, watching movies, and you're not going out and living your life a bit, I know it's tough right now during COVID, but you're not out living your life. You're not out seeking out other people and spending time with your friends and calling up your parents. I know it's kind of hard sometimes because they go on, but you call up your parents every now and again and you say, hey, I don't need anything. I just want to tell you that I love you. And I'm just checking in on you to see if you're doing okay. I don't know the last time. I find a lot of people in life forget that they're human beings, that they're just flawed human beings. I'm flawed. That's absolutely true. I'm certainly not perfect. But to call someone up, or maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a girlfriend, spouse, whatever it is, to call them up without wanting something. See, that's uniquely something that I do. I go and I say hi to my wife. I see how she's doing. And she'll say, yeah, what do you need? And I say, I don't need nothing. I'm just checking in and see how you're doing. Oh, okay, I'm doing this and doing that and do the other thing. And I'm like, do you need help with that thing? Do you need help with this or that or the other thing? And I offer to help, right? I don't just assume she's going to do it all for herself. She does a lot of stuff in a day, everybody. She works 6 days a week, so I can do this crazy thing I'm doing right now, which is streaming. And she supports me in that. And I did the same for her. When she wanted to have kids, I spent 10 years working so she could stay home with the kids and raise them, and they turned out amazing, everybody. That was a smart thing to do. We didn't have any babysitters. We didn't send them to daycare and all that stuff. And I know some of you have to do that because you got to work multiple jobs and do all that stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. If you have some great daycare and you do that stuff and whatever is appropriate for your life. For me, I didn't want to do that with my kids. I wanted my kids to grow up knowing who their parents were and have their parents show up at their recitals and show up at their concerts and things like that. And I've gone to all my kids' concerts, except for now with COVID, I can't go because if I get sick, that'll be it, everybody. If I get sick with COVID, I will probably end up with like lung problems and whatnot. And I've already been vaccinated, but still, you can still get sick from it. I probably won't die, but I've got enough conditions where I don't need any more, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't go out, but I hope at some point we can go back outside, everybody, and we can go and I can go back to their recitals and things like that. You have to get some rest. All right, lady, you have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you as well. And thank you, Technina, for coming in, showing some love. Did we put that? You know what? I bet you he already put that in there. Let's put that in the inspiring quotes there, Crazy, if you're still there. Let's grab that from Technina and put that in my inspiring quotes.
Yay.
as well. And now I read all of your guys' nice comments you put in the chat. I have literally thousands of them. I read 5 of them every day. I get out of the bed. I read 5 of your guys' quotes just randomly through my list. And then I say, all right, what are we going to do today? Let's get to it. Right? Now, of course, the biggest thing I can give you, the biggest thing that I've learned to help organize and focus what I'm doing every single day is to write what you're doing tomorrow, today, tonight, before you go to sleep. Get all that stuff out of here. Get it all down so you're not thinking about it while you're trying to go to sleep. Get it all down on paper. Write down a list of things that you're going to do tomorrow, you need to get done tomorrow. And then you take the hardest thing, and if it fits in your schedule, put it at the very beginning. Do not put it in the middle or the end of your day, because guess what? You're going to be tired by then, and you're not going to want to do it, and you'll leave it for tomorrow, and then tomorrow, and then tomorrow. Get that hard thing done at the beginning of the day. Get you some motivation. You're like, oh, I knocked that out. Awesome. On to the next thing, and then get that next thing done. And I do that every day. I get up, work on videos, I queue stuff up, I follow up on emails, I do all of that stuff. I might start working on more of a guide, trying to, finish a little bit of it, do some voiceover, maybe do an unboxing, something like that. Or I will go and, find out what my kids are doing and help them with something and solve some sort of technical problem, or change the light bulbs, or, mow the lawn, or whatever it is I need to get done in that particular day. And you will find the more you do that, it's like a train starting up. It'll start going more and more and more, and you're building that momentum every single day, and you're feeling better, you're getting more stuff done, you're moving yourself in a direction instead of standing still, which is what happens when you just wake up and you're like, well, what am I doing today? Oh, I don't know, right? That really does help here, right here. This is where you got to have the power in your mind and motivation in here, because if you're relying on other people to be your motivation, that's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very tough. Now, it's good when you have friends that can motivate you. You need to go to the gym, or you need to go do whatever. That's great. But I find the hardest thing to do is stay mentally strong, to stay mentally motivated to do what you love to do every day. And I've been doing this for 7 years now, everybody. Believe me, some days are very tough. It's very tough for me to get out of the bed. I'm very dizzy. I don't feel well. I really just want to stay in that bed and lay in there all day. But I know what's going to happen if I do that. Nothing. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to get done. Now, sometimes I do, because I realize that I've pushed myself too far, and I need to say, okay, I pushed myself too far here. I'm not feeling really well, and if I get up, I'm just not going to get anything done because I'm not going to feel well. So I'll sleep for another hour or so and try to get that strength back up again. Try to charge up my batteries back up to about 60%, because they only go to about 60 anymore. They don't go to 100% anymore when you get to a certain age. They go up to about 60, they drop down to about 30, and then you just shut off like an old iPhone. For sure. Big time. Rest well, lady. Have a good night. Appreciate you going. Yeah, we're going to give away a random game, a gift code here. Now, I'm just trying to run around and find some stuff. I'm trying to hope that these darn meteors are going to come down. But I think I missed out on it. All right, let's jump out of here. Back to Windsward here. Again, I think I just jumped there. Let's jump over here. Speaking of getting some rest, we need to get over here. And we need to go ahead and try to turn this stuff in. Let's see how much we got. Let's see if we can get our rep up. A little chill. Get our rep up. Get all of our stuff going. Yeah, good time to be part of the giveaway. Jump in that giveaway, everybody. And we'll get that going here in a bit. Let's go pop over here. And then let's pop on over here. I think I like the one over here because it's nice and close. Ooh, 100 though. Ooh, that's 100 to get all the way over there. Right there. And look at all this random stuff I got. Ooh. So much loot. Put all that stuff in there. Heavy breastplate of the trickster. Bye-bye. Lock that so I can give that to my members. Sage, no. Hatchet, no. All right, and we got all of this stuff. Reagents, let's save that for crew. Let's save that stuff. maybe for the town boards. I kind of feel like I probably should have worked more on the town boards. I don't really felt like I really got the return on my time investment there, but I wanted to go around and try it, see how many I could gather to kind of gauge if it was worth my time running around, because we didn't see anything falling from the sky. I was hoping to find some of those. I saw some out there before, but no luck this time. And then, like, what is my most efficient thing to do? Is it more, oops, 69, there we go, down from 100. Is it more efficient for me to run around and collect all the presents, or is it more efficient for me to do the town board, or is it more efficient for me to go and do other stuff to unlock this, like look for the meteors coming down? Right now, I would say that this is not probably the best efficient way. I'd probably be better off doing town boards, because that's what I'd love to do. But we're here, and we're going to get it done. Look at this. Woo. Free loot on the way. Ah, look at that Aurora Borealis. Awesome. I've never seen the real Aurora Borealis, everybody, in real life. I mean, I've seen it, obviously, in pictures, but never in real life. I hear it's truly magical to see. All right, lady. You're next to my present. Now you gotta die. Later. Give me that loot. Boom. Alright, where am I going? I am going the opposite direction where I need to go. This way. Probably where all the snow is. What do you guys think? You think that's a dead giveaway? Right over here. I give them big credit, everybody. I love all the artwork they put into this, the dressing, the way it looks. It's absolutely top-notch. It's top of the line. They got some of the best artists over there. Big love to them for having truly inspired peeps, man. This is awesome. Now, they actually said that they've been working on this for a while, for like a year. When they first started developing the game, working on the game years ago, they said that they've been working on this for quite a long time. Oh, I'm almost there. Look at that. Hold on. We got to go and trade out our stuff. I forgot. Right over here. All right. Holiday Hut. Okay, there we go. We got presents. Ooh, 22. Oh, look at that. We got 25 winter tokens. Oh, we can convert the premium ones into winter tokens. Oh, I didn't know that. I got 4 premium winter tokens as well. All right, well, let's convert to presents. Now, let's see. We can convert presents into what? Winter token presents. A frosty winter token winter thing. So we can take it from recovered presents into presents. All right, let's do that. See what happens. Oh, and there's like a bonus crafting amount. Ooh, so you could probably use your crafting food and probably... I wonder what this is under. What kind of skill is this? I wonder what kind of skill that is, right? If you knew what skill that was, you could wear that particular thing to yield more while you were crafting that thing, if there is a specific type of crafting that goes along with that. I don't know what crafting that would be. That would be interesting. All right. Oh, look at this. See, I've got a bunch of winter tokens now. I could go ahead and make another premium winter token. So the presents became tokens. So that's what happened. I recovered the presents. I made them into tokens. Now I've got winter tokens here that I can make. And I've got 1 premium winter token, and I've got 25 of these others. All right, let's go see what we can get for our stuff here. Let's go see. That's what I say also. Now, I kind of feel like these are winter tokens. Yeah, there we go. Winter tokens. So for 2 winter tokens, I can get some buttercream pudding. Now, I probably want to have focus, whichever one is focus, right here. So melee wrap. Melee wrap. I'm sure there's some way of saying that properly. So let's go ahead and get about 3 of those right now. And we'll try those out next time, because that's going to have a higher yield when you're finding those gem things. And so when I see the actual meteors coming down, I can use that food, run over there, grab them, and get more of them while I'm at it. Now, what do we got over here? Snow-capped shelf, snow-capped chair. We got a bunch of stuff in here that I can't unlock yet until I get past 3. I really want that bunny. That's what I want. I want not that one. I want this bunny way down here. This one right here. I want this little toy rabbit. He's so cute. I want that toy rabbit. That's going to be some grinding right there. I'll have to get all the way up to 5. And when I go to it, everybody, I go to it. I don't mess around. I go all in. You'll see me grinding this out. Absolutely. I can do it endlessly, too. Again, I have a huge ability to just grind and grind and grind and grab and collect and collect and collect and collect until I get it unlocked. So, awesome. So we got at least a little bit of that done. Now, is there anything really in this first tier? Do I really want to unlock everything here or not? Because this is a premium token here. This is 2 premium tokens that we can get. Now we don't have enough tokens to go to our premium tokens. But that's okay. That wasn't too, too bad. That was about 3 hours, though, of running around and grabbing a bunch of stuff. I would say that's not as efficient as maybe doing the town boards. Or at least running from town to town and getting the present things each time. That might be more efficient. And we'll come back and we'll try that some more. Sunday night, we'll check it out. And I'm not doing any crafting, so I probably won't grab any of this stuff down here. But I'm probably going to regret it later that I wasn't a bigger crafter and that I didn't go in and create all this kind of cool stuff here specifically for my armor. Because you could, in theory, go through here and buy a bunch of various different resources and then, of course, try to get a very high crafting score to replace your current gear. Like in my case, my gear right now is already 520 because I've gotten it from the faction vendor. Even though this says 500, the 500 means that's what my drop rate is. So, right, I'm going to get, like, on average on the highest in loot, I'm going to get about 500. And then when I get another drop, I might get one that says 510. Then that brings my new expertise level to 510. And then it will keep bringing it up and up and up depending on how much I get. Now, they also added items in the game where you can actually use those items, gems and things, I forget what the actual name of them are, orbs or whatever, that you can put toward that particular slot. Like in my case, I would put it toward my weapon anytime. That's the first place I would put it. So my weapon is stronger. I can do more healing, more damage, whatever it is. So I would put it toward my staff before anything else. So you can actually earn those gems and earn those things, and they're fairly rare. Now, if you find a bunch of crafting recipes and you're like, oh, well, I'm not a crafter, you could definitely either give them to members or you can go ahead and sell them on the auction hall, and they'll probably be worth 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 gold. That's a lot of tax. That's a lot of tax money on your house right there. So if you get those awesome drops, which we're gonna have to get my crew together, and we'll go into high-end areas and try to wipe out some named and elites and whatnot over there, and see if we can get some really nice loot and some nice drops. We'll get that going probably after the holidays, maybe that first week of January, because this goes, I think, until the 11th or the 14th. I can't remember, one or the other. It goes for a while, so we got plenty of time to get the group together and try to see what we can find. All right, I think we're going to stop right there. I think we're going to go ahead and call it right there. And we're going to go ahead and jump up to my office and give you guys some love. Let's go. All right, heading out, everybody. You guys have a great night. Hope you got some epic drops. See ya.
See ya.
All right. Now, sometimes, see, like today, I get together, see if everybody wants to do the crafting exchange. If they're busy doing other things, that's okay as well. And if they needed anything, I would come to them, or they can come to me, and I'd give them a bunch of stuff. But especially around holidays, people are going to be busy doing other things and be AFK a lot. They're going to be dealing with their real-life stuff. I'm going to say night all in the guild chat. See you tomorrow night. Night all, see you tomorrow night there. And then, you know, you gotta let them have enough time to do their real life stuff as well, everybody. You don't just expect them to be in the game 24/7 all the time. Sometimes people expect me to be in the game 24/7 all the time. I've got things to do as well. Real life stuff to do. All right, let's go ahead and do this giveaway, everybody. Let's do it right now. Now, I want to see some serious GGs in the chat so you guys get more loot. And remember, I'm going to be giving away a $100 Bethesda gift card. Thank you to Bethesda Gear. As well as more loot from all my awesome sponsors tomorrow. And then we're also going to extend it all the way till the 24th. All right. So let's go ahead and draw a winner in 3, 2, 1. Bam! You're the winner. Rescuer coming in with the W. Congrats on that, Rescuer. Congrats on that win, bro. Now, of course, he has to be in the chat, everybody. So if he doesn't say something in 2 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and re-roll. I hope not. I hate re-rolling. I hate re-rolling. Please don't make me do it. Oh, my voice is so thrashed, everybody. Oh boy. My voice is so messed up, and I hope I'm not getting sick. I hope I'm not getting sick, because when I get sick, I don't get sick for like a week like my wife does, or like 3 days. I get sick for like 6 months, and that cough never goes away. It's very hard to stream when you're really super sick. There you go. There you are. I see you, Rescuer. Booyah. Boy, howdy. Coming in with a big W. Congrats there, Rescuer. I'm going to go ahead and say hiya in the chat. No, you don't, because I'm here. That's right, Rescuer. Go ahead and click my name right there. Make sure to go ahead and whisper me and say, Kismet, I won the random game giveaway. Where my code at? And I'll try to get you guys on Monday on my day off. I will send you guys a bunch of codes, and then of course, hey, you have a bunch of fun games to play during the holiday season, including Astroneer, 7 Days to Die, Breakwaters, be able to buy yourself some cool stuff maybe on Bethesda gear, and of course play some Fallout 76, the deluxe edition. So congrats to all the peeps who have won all of that. Now remember, I still got more. I got plenty more, hundreds of more games to give away here, or maybe another 50, or I don't know how many I can get done in the next week, but it's going to be a lot. So make sure to be here tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, let me go ahead and give you guys some love right over here. Let's check these retweets over here. All right, we'll give you 1,000 for the retweets, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 caps for getting on the Kismet Love Train, and another 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 caps for being a good sport and showing those GGs. Now you got tons of caps for the next giveaway. Again, I'll be giving away stuff all day tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be probably on a little bit early, maybe. I'll see how I feel when I get up. I might get on around 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. To get in there and try to get those dailies done before they reset at noon. And then we'll try to get the second dailies done for both today, which would in theory be called Friday, and then of course for Saturday as well. We'll try to do double dailies on Sunday, and then we're going to play some Fallout 4. We're going to probably finish our main storyline, so be here for that. That's going to be awesome. We're also going to take a bunch of you guys, or your robots, out in the wasteland and get into all sorts of trouble. We'll be doing some mega building as well, and then on Sunday night we will come back and we will check some more on the winter event. We'll try to see if there's other ways in which we can gather tons of resources, and of course try to speed us along, try to get to that level 3 on our winter quest there, our winter convergence event that they have going on. All right, everybody. So again, that was an amazing day, everybody. I feel like that was a fantastic stream earlier and then right now. Now, do me a huge favor, everybody. Just takes a minute right here to go ahead and show some support to the stream for free. You can go ahead and click that link right down there. Go to YouTube. Now, if you are watching this in the future on YouTube, make sure to hit that like button and then also hit that subscribe as well. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you watching this right now back on YouTube in the future. Hi from the past. And then also for you right now who are in the stream, go also over to Twitter, hit that follow button. The more you guys do that, the more of this that I get to do, the more of these giveaways I get to do, the more fun we get to have here on stream. So just take a quick moment. That does help a lot. And you can also learn more about my team, the Teamwork Tycoons, over on the Discord, as well as you can learn more about my studio equipment, unboxings, videos, guides, all that kind of cool stuff on kismet.gg. Now, if you had a great day, if you laughed, you cried, you enjoyed the stream, you're like, Kismet, I'm loving it. I'm loving all the stuff you're doing here, showing so much love here on Twitch. Now, you can go above and beyond, become a Patreon. That's right. You go to patreon.com/Kismet and know that 95% of all of that goes right back into the Kismet Love Train, right back into the stream. 5% goes to PayPal fees. There's nothing I can do about that. None of it goes to me. It all goes directly back into the stream to keep the stream running. All right. I do appreciate all of your guys' love here in the stream. Now, again, I will be back at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And my voice is about to go out, everybody. So I'm going to go rest it, and I'll be back and see you then. Now, again, it might be early, so be watching my Twitter, be watching my Discord, that I might be in early, 10 o'clock, 10 a.m., 11 a.m., to try to get the double dailies going. If I'm not feeling up to it, then it will be definitely 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Hi, this is Norbert. Thanks for watching. Press the subscribe button. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Hey everybody, Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.